This is Paul, an Reformed Nerd, and welcome through the darkest of times, which I suppose is what's going on in San Francisco right now. Um, this is actually a game I've been looking forward to. You're going to make a compilation of all the times I've been muted. Ooh, that's going to keep you busy, Big Red. Oh, and Wuhan. Ouch. Too soon, Phoenix. But yes, this is actually a game I've been looking forward to. It's right up my alley. I actually bought Warsaw, which is about the World War II resistance movement in the city of Warsaw, but I haven't got around to actually play it yet. However, this one came up, and I put in a request on a key request site, Evolve, and they said yes. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll play this right away. So they're going ahead, and let's just take a look at the intro. THQ. They're taking over the world, THQ.
I remember when Adolf Hitler was appointed Chancellor in 1933, the masses cheered. But we were not among them. We knew that the times would be bad now. We knew that the Nazi threats were not empty. That those people meant what they said. We had to do something. We couldn't just stay silent. But we also knew that it can cost us our heads.
East Krieg. I don't know what East Krieg is. All right. So I actually know very little about this game. You need to watch every step. Police and Gestapo on high alert. The members of your group are always on the edge of leaving. No save games, no going back. Ooh, shit. Explore the stories of the game. The game is more forgiving. Every turn is saved. I'm gonna hop right into it. Okay, this is the character you will play. If you're happy with name, gender, and occupation, you can modify the looks. Otherwise, re-roll the dice. Okay, cool. Gork Niedermann, trucker, communist. Oh, hell no. Not being a communist. Beatrix Obrecht, architect, social democrat. Peter Abrahamsson, liftman, social democrat. Bruno Hubner, unemployed, social democrat. You know, I like Bruno. Oh, hey, Frosty. Thank you for the lurk. Well, anything is a history game, Phoenix, if it doesn't take place today. What about the ones in the future? I was taking the game seriously until I saw those faces. No, I'm gonna sleep. Oh, okay, Frosty, go to sleep. Good night, sleep well. Why no communist? Close. Accessory. We will not be silent. We are your guilty conscience. The resistance will not leave you alone. They are future games then. Yes, they are. Chapter 1. The Seizure of Power. Stop the regime. Oh, that... Chapter 1. Stop the regime. Okay, then you win. January 30th, 19... Oh, this is early. 33. President Paul von Hindenburg appointed Adolf Hitler to be Chancellor of Germany. The same night, still, three friends meet up in the back room of the Berlin pub and commit to resist what is about to come. Everywhere in Germany, ordinary people, friends, and families made the same commitment, risking their lives to help others and fight an inhumane regime. This is their story. Yeah, 1933. I mean, I think 39 was the invasion of Poland. I gotta check that. September 1st, 1939, yes. I mean, I guess you could say the annexation of Austria That's March 12th, 1938. How about the Sudetenland? The Sudetenland was October 1938. So, I mean, I guess those are kind of the early pushes, but, you know, still, typically 39 is considered the start. I'm not even done with the first one yet, Big Red. Yeah, Social Democrat. Is there French? Nope, this is just Berlin, I think. For resistance. Yes, Bernie Sanders is running the Berlin resistance. The French can't put much of a resistance. Well, they put up a pretty decent resistance, but they had a lot of help. I mean, without the aid of the D-Day invasion, they wouldn't be much. Well, I don't know. I think even if D-Day never happened, the war would have ended because the Russians were on a pretty big war bent by the time we landed in D-Day. But landing in D-Day, I think, helped. Made things a little faster and kind of preserved at least some of Europe for a democracy. When I enter our secret meeting place, I hear von Kleiner say they made him Chancellor. Hitler, this is a disaster. How could President Hindenburg appoint him? Well, I mean, he really didn't have much of a choice. We need to convince more people to support our cause before we draw any attention to ourselves. They are just waiting for a reason to have people like us arrested. Don't you think so? Vera asks me. Yeah, let's get some supporters. See, says Vera, while we wait, the Nazis persecute and kill people. They get stronger every day that they aren't stopped. Gerhard takes a sip of his drink. But we need to, yeah, I think we need to be careful. You're right, but we can't help anyone if we're dead or in prison, can we? So what is the most important task right now? Helping? Fighting the regime? Finding the truth or helping? Yeah, I think spread the word. We know that the Nazis are criminals, but we can't prove it yet. We need to document and spread the truth. Oh, that's just that. Can I look at them in detail? No. Hey, Starships, happy Monday. Yeah, almost. Got an hour left before it's Monday. No one beats the motherland. Monday, bad. Alright, so let's see. What kind of missions do we have to choose from? On the city map, plan your group's actions by sending them on missions and get an overview of the members' items and supporters' morale. Okay, so what's this? Talk to workers. Collect donations. Find a new member. So these are all very low. That's good. I'm doing pretty good. Surviving. Not looking forward to Monday. How about yourself? So how do how do these people compare? Propaganda 4. Those Nazis, okay. Propaganda 3. Empathy 3. Propaganda 1, Empathy 1. Okay, so you're kind of useless, aren't you, Vera? Secrecy. So, let's see. I think having the propagandist talk to the workers, assign members to the missions, dragging them in, members with suitable skills, improve chances of success. Adding optional items can improve the missions as well. Okay. Esther Thum, a worker and supporter of the group, wants to introduce us to some of her co-workers. So, helpful would be worker, idealist, inspiring, white collar bad, freelancer bad, academic bad, propaganda, and empathy. Oh, good. I had the right call. Propaganda and empathy would be good for this mission. You are a retail clerk, so you're white collar. Wait, is that white collar? Because why would a retail clerk be... Tomorrow I'm hoping to do a bit of streaming. Hey, very nice. I'll try to lurk as much as I can. I'll see if I'll be able to... Yo, you beat the Are you both? Ah, very good, Testify. Well done, sir. It's a person who makes the name bad. So I don't know what is going to be... Maybe if I send you to support, even though you're shit at empathy and propaganda, at least you're a worker. Useful for traveling longer distances fast. Valuable information about the Nazis and their henchmen. Well, the robot, Big Red. So yeah, I got one white collar here, but doesn't seem to be all that bad. So yeah, we'll send you two out for that and find a new member. We need to find the candidates we can trust who are willing to join our group. We don't give away that we are recruiting for the resistance. So Bruno, you're unemployed. Oh, secrecy would have been good for this one. Damn, I should have sent Vera for this one. But at least you have decent empathy. Inspiring and leader are helpful. You don't have either. Costs 20 marks. And bring some intel with you. So that's everybody. So let's end our planning. Did you hear The Sims might come out with a multiplayer? No, I hadn't heard about that. PlayStation Plus is getting Sims 4 this month, so I can tag along. Yes, let's end week's results. 5 new supporters. Our supporters donated 2 marks. I spent 20. Garen Klein meets with the co-workers of our supporters in Kuresburg and talks to them to see if they would be willing to help us. It turns out they are still people not happy about the regime and willing to do something about it. Bruno Huber talks with dedicated supporters to find out that they would be willing to join a group. He picks 3 who he thinks might become core members of the group. Now it's time for us to pick one. Alright. Let's see. So, you all have level 2 secrecy. You're both white collar, but you're an engineer, which is an academic, which isn't going to be much better. I'm so keen. Peachy keen. I've never had a lot of experience with Sims Online. Yeah, it sounds cool. Sims 3. I've never actually played The Sims at all. I let my dog run away or PETA took it away. So, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4. Tough call. I don't have any Catholics or engineers, and a level 4 literacy is good. You have level 4 as well, but you're stronger anyway. Yeah, let's take the Catholic. Alexanderplatz. Been there. Interesting place. Are you solving crimes in your city skylines? No, I have not made pre-World War II Berlin yet in cities. Although that would be a fun challenge. It's already dark as I ride home on my bike. The streets are empty and an ice-cold wind sneaks its way through my scarf. Let's see. Go home faster? I think get home faster. I reach an empty Alexanderplatz, and in the distance I can see a group of men ganging up on someone shouting at him. Okay, so this is probably going to be... there are 3 men still wearing the brown shirts and swastikas, armbands of the SA. They are surrounding a civilian. So help the Jewish guy from the Nazis? Dirty Jew yells the loudest one. He steps forward and pushes the man so hard he falls to the ground. Approach carefully. He loses his hat. I see that he's wearing a kippah beneath it. That's it. Rudolph, show him. Cheers, another one. Oh boy. What's going on here? Leave him alone. The group slowly moves toward me, forgetting about the old man for a moment. What do you want? Demands Rudolph. Mind your own business. Piss off. Let's just try to de-escalate. Come on, guys. No reason to get upset. Shouldn't she be celebrating? Why all the violence? When I talk to the group, the old man quietly gets up and moves away from us. Alright, he got out. I fell aside and watched the old man make his escape. The guy calls Rudolph, steps closer, both hands in his belt. I can smell beer under his breath. You better bugger off right now, or you will seriously regret that it's a new day. You people can't oppress us any longer. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, can't oppress you. No problem. Let's get back on my bike. Should you be happy now that your fear is taken over? I say while you're talking. I see the old man moving further and further away. Rudolph, says the third SA thug, who had remained silent so far. I think the Jew is gone. Let's just get to my bike and get out of here. I take the opportunity to jump on my bike. Stop, shouts Rudolph. Stop, you'll pay for this. No, I don't want to laugh or insult them. I just laugh and pedal as fast as I can. I only slow down when I can't hear their angry voices anymore. Okay. Do I have to get used to things happening? I will never get used to things like this. End of scene. Alright, well, at least I didn't get killed. It's called Through the Darkest of Times. It actually just came out last week. It's a story strategy game where you're the resistance in Berlin upon the election of Hitler. Well, the appointment of Hitler, I guess, is more accurate. But yeah, kind of seems interesting to me. Found peanut butter M&Ms. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Tastes familiar as well. I like peanut butter M&Ms. At least the old man left his hat on the floor for them. You need a ball go off when you're required to drink water. Well, I know I just always need to bring 3 waters with me so that I can get to them right away. Almost have the 3rd one done. Okay, so morale goes down by the week. Oh, Reese's Pieces. Well, they actually do have peanut butter M&Ms. This is literally the 1st week, so you've missed almost nothing. Parliament dissolved, emergency decrees, so-called emergency decrees massively limit the freedom of assembly of speech. Hillary's newly expanded powers can be used to shut down the protest and quash any critical press. Oddly enough, Hitler actually didn't make this decree himself. He took this request to Hindenburg, and Hindenburg approved it. So probably next week we're gonna have the Reichstag burned down. All members of the House lose their seats. Hitler speaks with high-ranking militaries, discussing the need to rebuild the army and expand it to the east. So yeah, I think next week the Reichstag burns down. In the middle of our meeting, Ver Klanger addresses the group. Everybody, there's a public protest against the Nazis coming up. We can spread the word. We can recruit others. People willing to protest are exactly the people we need. I agree. Okay, sorry. I forgot how to pronounce the damn guy's name. President of Germany before... No, I'm not talking about him. Okay. Hindenburg. Yes, Hindenburg. Sorry, I should have done a little bit more studying before I started the game. Supporters are the backbone of the resistance. They provide you with funds, information, and mission opportunities. You gain supporters by doing specific missions. Yes. Yes, yes, but I thought he was making a joke about the blimp. Okay, so I probably should get some money. Oh, he was talking about the blimp. Alright. Okay. I could go talk to the workers again. I can find new members. So yeah, I can repeat missions. Product leaflets. Buying paint. Why do I need to buy paint? Oh, probably for graffiti. Join the public protest. Okay, yeah, send one person to join the protest. Our supporter Fred Zweig lets us know that the Social Democrat Party is going to hold a huge public protest against Hitler and the Nazis in Tiergarten. Don't know if I went to Tiergarten. The variety groups have announced public protests at Lustgarten. This will be a public sign that reassures us that that the fight is not yet lost. Okay. So we want a propagandist and empathetic, and it doesn't matter who they are. So let's hold off and pick this one last. Buying paper sounds simple, but in times like this, buying too many pieces of paper can raise suspicion. But I'm not buying paper, I'm buying paint. Empathy, literacy. Negotiator is helpful. Okay. So let's send the engineer. He's very literate. And I'll give him the bicycle. That way he can get there and come back faster, hopefully. Yeah, let's go get some funds. So you would like a worker and a social democrat. And you're an anarchist. Ooh, you might be good. Monarchist. Wow, you're a man out of time. Okay, yeah. Even though you're not a worker, preparation is a lot higher for you. So I'll send you solo. And you just need pretty much anybody. Not enough free members? What? I have these 2 free members. That's interesting. I can still do this one. Talk to the workers again. Fine, I'll send both of you out to talk to the workers. Maybe we can get a few more supporters who would donate more money. This ends the current planning. Are you sure? Yes. I meet my friend Gunther at the pub. We have been in the same Social Democrat Party chapter for years, but Gunther eventually moved for a new job, and we haven't seen each other for a long time. It's great to see him again. Bruno, good to see you, he says when I enter. Good to see you too, Gunther. How are you doing? I ask him. I'm doing fine. Heck, I'd even say I'm doing great. I work in an office now. Me in an office. Can you imagine? How are things for you? Fine. I'm fine. He gives me a serious look. Look, Bruno, I imagine you don't like what's happening in our country right now. And 6 months ago, I felt the same way. But today, I believe Hitler is the best thing that could have happened to Germany. Exactly. I support Hitler for the same reasons I support Social Democrats. You and I have been Social Democrats for many years. Why? Why did you support the party? Asked Gunther. I mean, for jobs and fair pay was kind of Hitler's... That's what he ran on. I mean, his first day in office, he increased salaries by like 10 or 15%. Create a better society without violence, for social justice. Yeah, let's go with without violence. Okay, so same with me, and now look at the country. Hitler is taking care of German workers better than the Social Democrat Party ever could. He gives us work, he gives us safety, he gives us hope. I'm serious. Hitler is the one who ended the class war. No matter whether you own the factory or work in it, we're all members of the same community, the German Volksgemeinschaft. Volks is wheel. Wheel something. Now if you're Jewish, then you are not, I reply, or gypsy, or disabled, or black, the all-inclusive wheel something or other you refer to excludes a lot of people, don't you think? Maybe it's right to exclude them, says Gunther. Maybe they just don't belong here. Maybe they threaten the German people. Not my people, I say. My justice is for everybody, for the poorest and the weakest. Isn't that the point, to fight injustice and create a better life for everyone? When did you decide that only certain people deserve justice? Good point. You are a dreamer, says Gunther. You always have been. That's what I like about you. But you should dream the true dream and join us. He's recruiting me. Of course, it's Gunther. He puts a party badge that we see so often these days on the counter. Red circle with black swastikas on the white background, and the words Nationalist Socialist DAP. No, thank you. I get up and leave the pub and try to collect my thoughts. Gunther has been my friend for a year. We lost contact for a bit, but still, when did he change? Yeah, I think I need to leave him behind. Don't want him reporting on me. Yeah, I'm surprised by that too, Phoenix, to be honest. I can't be friends with people like him. I have become their enemy and they have become mine. Yeah, let's just get out of that alive. I think that's good. I lost a supporter. We lost 1 supporter. 10 people are still supporting us. I went out. I tried to get more. Okay. And I only got 3 coins, 3 marks from the people. Okay, great. Roman Thun went to buy paper. No, he went to buy paint. To avoid being tracked, he picked up the shop in Kruzensburg where no one knows him. The clerk takes the order and disappears in the back, while Roman Thun waits at the counter. After some time, the clerk returns with paper. Okay. So we bought the paint, but apparently the game thinks it's paper. Vera Klein meets with our co-workers, our supporters, and talks to them to see if someone would be willing to help us. It turns out there's still people not happy with the regime. So we got 6 more supporters. So I guess we only lost... We gained 5 because we did lose 1. Ooh! 28. So 31 with the 3 that we got just from the general missions. Visits a group known to supporters among in Krusenberg and to ask for additional donations. He is successful. People are upset about the latest atrocities of the regime, are willing to help the group. Alright, sorry. Let me get caught up. After all the playthroughs you've done in like this like past half year, I think this one is the one that takes back to your roots the most. To be honest, I think so. History is great, and the Leica one, which I completely forgot the name. Jalopy. Jalopy. That was also a good one. Have fun. Gonna head off. All right. See you, Starships. I'll pop by tomorrow and say hi. Cool game though. Hey, appreciate it. Have a great one. People's community. Volksgemeinschaft is a German expression meaning people's community. Can you look up the literal translation? I'm going to do that too. I don't trust you. Literal. Literal translation. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Volks in German. Folk. Okay, what's wheels in German? Radar. Okay, yeah, I'm wrong. Thank you for the correction, Big Red. You know that the swastika was actually a symbol of good fortune until you know who tilted it and gave it a bad meaning. It's actually very true. I've gone to Japan and India, and there's the original variation of the swastika pretty much everywhere on the temples and everything. In fact, in Tokyo, they've had to redo the subway maps ahead of the Olympics because they had swastikas symbolizing temples of Buddhist faith. And they realized that with a lot of foreigners coming for the Olympics in 2020, that would probably be a good thing to change. So they're in the process of swapping out all of the maps before the Olympics start. The right-wing parties establish Front, Schwarz, Weiss Rot. They'll participate in the March elections and build a coalition with the Nazis. Kohlschwitz steps down. Heinrich Mann and the Kaiser Kollitz step down from their position within the Prussian Academy of Arts under pressure from the Nazis. Hitler speaks at Sportpalast. Adolf Hitler opens the NSDAP election campaign with a speech about Berlin Sportpalast. Can I do anything with these people? No, not really. Okay. I don't trust you, BR. 15 seconds later. Okay, I'm wrong. That's going to be a clip. I'm sorry. I've been to Germany many times, but I never studied German. Now, if you ask me how to swear in German, I can tell you a few of those, but the only things in German I remember is Hoppenhof, which is a train station. Various names of food. Dankeschön, of course. That's about it. This is the morale of your group. Keep an eye on it. Due to the constant pressures, it steadily decreases. If it reaches 0, the group dissolves and the game is over. Ouch. So yeah, morale hitting 0 is end of game. That's a bit scary. Morale plus 10. Oh, and you require 3 people to go to the protest. Okay, so I can spare 1 person. Let's see if we can get a new member. Secrecy and empathy. Secrecy 2, Secrecy 4, Empathy 1. 2, 1. Secrecy 2, Empathy 3. So you're 5 points total. And let's give you the bike. Bike helps almost nothing. Does paper help at all? No, paper just increases danger. Okay. And marks makes no difference. Alright, so you said go off there, and we'll send the rest of you out to the protest. With the bicycle? Yeah, with the bicycle. One bicycle for all three of you. This should be fun to watch. Wheel in German, by the way, is Rad. Well, I was thinking Volkswagen. So what does Volkswagen mean? Because I always thought that was wheel. Oh, the people's car. Volks. Wagon, of course, is car. So it's the people's car, Volkswagen, which would explain why Volksgemeinschaft means the German people community thing. Okay, that makes sense. You're still working through your unsubscription list? Wow, that's going to take you for a while. If that's what you were looking for when you were off by a bit, sir. Oh, that makes sense. I never knew that. Me either. See? That's why people come to the Reformed Nerd channel. Education. We lost one supporter. 15 people are still supporting us, and we gained 4 naturally. Did we pick up a new member? He picks 3 who he thinks are good fits for us. We can get a fireman. Oh, I don't have any firemen. 3 for secrecy, 2 for propaganda, 3 for literacy. So you're the same guy, except you're a little bit stronger and a little bit more empathetic. And you're a moderate liberal. You're unemployed, social democrat. So you're both social democrats. You're slightly better at these things. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a fireman. The worst part is they make you click unsubscribe and then they make you click a second time. Yeah, yeah. We joined over 200,000 protesters. Wow, who gathered at the... Ooh, picked up a few supporters. Nice. The speaker asked the crowd for discipline and unity in the resisting the Nazis. Do not worry, there are too many of us. Hitler and his henchmen can't stop us all. Well, we talked to the other protesters and some are willing to support us in the future. So, plus 15 for mission, so we're plus 5 morale, and supporters plus 6. Hitler, when does a Reichstag burn down? Hitler meets industry leaders. SA and SS form new police force. That's yeah. I was just gonna mention Göring. Göring, when he got appointed to oversee the Prussian police forces, got the SS and the SA, and urges them to enforce the law with prejudice. Oskar Maria Graf leaves Germany. The famous writer Oskar Maria Graf goes on a lecture tour of Austria and decides he won't return to Germany. Well, don't worry, Germany will come to you. That's the nice thing about Germany. You try to leave and they just come and get you back. But that's 5 years from now. Rosamund Thumb takes a side after the meeting, looks nervously over his shoulder. What is it, Roman? I ask. Listen, he says, when a man loves a man or a woman loves a woman, do you believe that's wrong? No. Go for it. I think love is love, no matter who is loving whom, I say, and you see a relieved smile on his face. Hey, yeah, you do you, brother. I'm not going to kick you out. Ooh, what's this? Go into hiding. I don't really want to go into hiding yet. So I bought paper, And now they're offering me to buy paint. Yeah, let's go make some leaflets. Printer Hannah Goring stole a printer roll from her workplace and donated it to us. We can now create leaflets manually. Alright, so we need a propagandist and literate. 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2. Alright, you're probably the best. And 3, 2. Yeah, so you have the most combined points between those two skills. Ah, and you're a academic, which is good. Let me give you the bike so you can get back faster. And half the channels I'm subscribing to have been shut down already. Probably copyright stuff. Meet a former unionist. Samuel Wormser tells us about the former trade unionist who used to be a strong opponent to the Nazis. I don't know about you, but Bruno Hubner could pass for Hitler. You know, play around with that facial hair a little bit. Yeah, I guess you could probably pass. So we need secrecy and empathy. So 3, 1, 3, 2. 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. Okay. Communist, anarchist, social democrat, idealist, inspiring, no Catholics, no monarchs. So you can't go because you're a monarch. You can't go, no. You can't go because you're religious. So you might be the best. Anarchist or a social democrat would be good. So yeah, you can go with this one. Contact a priest. Well, I know who I'll probably send on this one. A devout Christian and member of the church in Temphof tells us about a pastor who previously often expressed strong criticism about the regime. So probably a religious person would be good. So yeah, these are very low risk missions, so we can probably do those. Collect donations or buy paint. Communist, anarchist, social democrat. Okay, you're my social democrat. So go on, get your paint. Oh, go get donations. Okay. Talk to workers. How do you do with talking to workers? Not that good. Okay. Oh, you're really bad for that. Okay. Yep, same. Okay, I really should have sent you with someone else, actually. Okay. Talk to workers. You seem to suck least at that. So we're going to send everybody out on a different mission. Let's see how that goes. But this style of game is really cool. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. But, I mean, whenever I get a free game, I usually just do that 1 hour segment just to take a look and see if I like it. But I was so sure I was going to like this one that I went straight in for a full episode. Okay, we lost 1 supporter, 21 are still supporting us, and we got 6 from our supporters, 6 marks from our supporters. Roman Thumb is writing, disruptions, something went wrong, make a decision, flee, hide, enforce. Gain no reward, but your member might get away safely. Higher risk of getting caught, but you might get some of the reward. High risk of getting caught, but you get full reward if the mission is successful. Is writing and manually printing leaflets all night long. The police show up. Oh shit, it's timed. Okay, fleet. The mission has been aborted. Okay, we'll have to try that one again later. Okay, we visit the supporters again, and we get 25. Not bad. Meets with co-workers of our supporter in... We're going to talk to them. We picked up 4 more. Okay. That's not that great. Just drinking some horchata? I don't know what horchata is. Fred meets with a priest. If he could join the resistance, things go well. The priest is opposed to the regime and tells us that many members of the community might be willing to help us. So we got the priest on our side. Hopefully he'll convert other people. Vera meets with former unionist in Koppenklick to see if he could be convinced to join the resistance. We're preaching to the converted. The trade unionist is a staunch opponent to the Nazis and will support us. Great. So 4 out of the 5 missions were successful. It's late and I'm having a drink at the bar at Hacker. God, I really should have practiced German before streaming this. Hackerscher marked when a man storms through the door yelling, "The Reichstag is burning!" Alright, good. The Reichstag is burning. The communists have burned down the Reichstag. See, Big Red, this is why we don't like you. Yeah, let's run outside and take a look. I leave my drink and run outside as fast as I can. Despite the late hour, the streets are full of people. A red glow illuminates the night sky above the Reichstag. What are we all still doing here? Says a woman in a fur coat. Let's go there and find out what happened. People around her agree and a group forms. Yeah, let's join the group. I join the group and together we walk down the empty street all the way to the Reichstag. The closer we get, the more intense the smell of smoke and the fire gets. Soon it becomes hard to breathe. Avoid breathing. Yeah, pull the scarf up. When we reach there at the bridge, listens to the Reichstag. We are stopped by police patrol. Area closed. Leave. You know, let's play it safe. Let's just go home. It's very late when I finally arrive home. I fall asleep right away and dream of the fire and the strange people contradicting each other about who started it. Nothing good will come of this. I wonder what will come of this. I know what will come from this, and nothing good will come from this. This is why Reform didn't choose communists. Well, I mean, yeah. Having a little bit of history knowledge comes in handy. Communists were not... They didn't do too well during this time period. Have you been to Polliner? Have you been to Polliner? No. I don't know what Polliner is. Google horchata. Okay, I'll take a look at that. It's amazing, but sadly, I don't think it's as popular as it was back in the 2000s. So let's see, we're still up 3 from morale, and supporters are up by 5. It's going to be rebuilt. Yes, yes it is. It's going to be rebuilt. Reichstag set ablaze. One of the unknown arsonists burned down the Reichstag. The Nazis announced countermeasures and declared the incident a terrorist attack carried out by communists who planned to overthrow the elected government. Okay, looks like I'm back. Apologies, I had a few drop frames there. So yes, terrorist attack carried out by the communists, very good. Martial law. Following the alleged communist plot to burn the Reichstag, Hitler says the civil rights must be curtailed in order to fight terrorism and defend Germans' safety. Should we forgive Germany? Well, I mean, I think so. I mean, I had many German friends. They're not who they were in the 40s. New decree suspends most citizens' rights provided by the Constitution and allows the SA to arrest political adversaries, mostly from the Communist Party. I have something to say, says Roman Armenian, but I'm not sure if it's good or bad news. I have a new job. He continues, that job has me serving the house of a Nazi officer. You're gonna serve one of those pigs? Yeah. Good intelligence. Hang on, Gerard Arce. What if Roman uses this strategically? He might get some good information. That's exactly what I'll do, says Roman. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to help the cause. Well, a lot of my classmates when I was in Prague were German or Austrian. Wow, a lot of new opportunities popping up everywhere. All right. We got a new talk to the workers, which... So there's chains popping up now. So if I do this one, I can do other ones. All right, so how are we standing? We got 30 supporters. Morale is doing great. I can't recruit any new members, which is unfortunate. I was hoping I could get a few more. So let's go down here and start this chain. Talk to the workers. Julia Shade, a worker and supporter of this group, wants us to introduce us to some co-workers. Okay, so you want a communist, an anarchist, a social democrat, a idealist, or inspiring. So yeah, you're pretty decent for this one, so it sends you out for that. And talk to the Christian community. Let's send the religious guy out to see if we can start this chain off. And it's still not that well prepared. Okay, let's replace you with the Catholic conservative. Not much better. Okay, at least if we send the two religious guys who look like they should probably be brothers out together, that should help with the 6 to 10 new supporters. It's named after you reformed. I mean, I think there's a Bavarian beer named Paulaner or something along those lines. But yeah, I mean, shoot me a link in Discord. I'll definitely take a look at it. Okay, I need to buy more paper. Buy paint. Can't wait for Valentine's Day? Why is that? So these are all locked until I can get base goods. Oh, you're busy. Alright, well, if I send you two together, let's send you with a bicycle. The chocolates you buy for yourself? Okay, we lost one supporter, we got 8 marks. And let's see how these missions go. wants to avoid being tracked. He picks a shop where no one knows him. Yes! Vera thinks she has been seen. Okay, that's interesting. Meets with people from the Christian community. Okay, we picked up 7 new supporters. They should do something about the situation. Others have doubts because Hitler's might still be God's will. Bruno meets with coworkers. Picked up 6 new supporters, but he's been seen. Okay, so we lost 4 morale, but we picked up 12 supporters. The NSDAP wins parliamentary elections. And they have a slim majority. SA communists crack down the SA and the police, search apartments and meeting places of communists throughout the city, confiscating publications and arresting hundreds, among them some members of the Reichstag. No school on Wednesday! Yay! To commemorate the historic election victory, the Ministry of Education decided all schools and universities will remain closed this Wednesday. I don't think the Crush soda gives you a crush. They fired me. I've lost my job, says Gerald Klein. I think someone overheard me speaking with a colleague about voting for the Communist Party in the last election. This is horrible. I don't even know where to find money for rent next week. We'll give you some money until you find a job. Offer 10 marks. Sure. I'm afraid that's all we can give you right now. I say handing him 10 marks. Okay, gotta keep our people happy. Okay, let's try to produce leaflets. Medium risk. Alright. But I think we really need leaflets. Let's just see who we can send to make the danger as low as we can. Literacy for propaganda. That's what I need, right? Danger went up for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're the best person for the job, even though the danger went up a little bit. If I send someone else, does that impact the danger? Oh, yeah, okay. But not in a good way. I'm going to send 2 because I think I really need some pamphlets. I don't have anyone who's eloquent. Okay. You 2 are going off to make pamphlets. You should buy 10 for yourself. Make everyone jealous of you. My school allows you to buy a Crush soda, and they will send you to your significant other. You can ask to make it anonymous. So I decided to buy one for myself, and it will be delivered to my classroom and given to me anonymously. Wow, that reminds me. When I was in 8th grade, I had a girl. I bought a ticket for her for one of the formal dances we were going to go together that the school was putting on. But we broke up like 2 days before. And I was like, I got this ticket. What the hell am I going to do with this ticket? So I actually brought a plastic Canadian goose just for laughs. And it was hilarious. And if there, you should buy 10 for yourself. And if there was someone from my class that likes me receiving the Crush soda, they would assume someone else is trying to get to me before them, therefore making them want to make the first move. It's all about the mind tricks. That's very Jedi of you, Phoenix. The soda will last longer than 99% of the relationships in middle school. Yeah, I agree. It's a good plan. Meet an academic. Very low risk. Who are my academics? Moderate liberal. I kind of want you to go talk to the religious people, though. What do you need? I don't have enough money to do that. Alright, fine. So, if I can't use you for the religious thing, I'll send you to meet that guy. And let's see if we can get some more money, because we wasted money helping out one of our friends. And, let's see. Maybe we could get a few more supporters. Okay. Both my Christians are busy. So it sends you to talk with the low risk people. Oh, you're not that good for it, though. Why are you so bad? But it's only 2 to 4 people. Red herring. How about this one? Yeah, it's only 2 to 4 people and it's medium risk. Okay, what kind of friend are we meeting here? Okay, let's just go meet more friends. We lost 2 supporters, and we made 11 marks. No police. Oh, shit! Hide. Roman Thune is writing and manually printing leaflets all night long. Someone's been watching. There's a witness. Stay calm and move on. The witness leaves. It's hard physical work, and while he is trying his best, he is only producing a small amount. But he has been seen. Bruno Hubner visits a group. Bruno has been seen. Well, we got 19 marks. Okay. So, we met with a friend, an academic, and they joined our cause. And our worker met with someone else, suspicious. Let's do whatever it takes. Whoever got suspicious calms down. During the night, it becomes clear that she would be more than willing to support our cause and introduce us to even more people who would be up for that. But she has been seen. So morale went down 7. And we only picked up 2 new supporters, so it was a 0 gain week. Ministry of Propaganda, Joseph Goebbels. Yes, indeed. Good old Mr. Goebbels. How the hell do you say his name? Goebbels. Using the powers of the Reichstag fire decree, the Nazi removes Communist Party members from the seats they won in the election. And newspapers get banned. Did you just dare say that about our ale shop? I thought you were a loyal employee. Sales are declining. Our sales are not declining. To prove it, I will take 2 acorns out of your paycheck. Boom, our sales are rising. Don't pay for my employees yet, so that was a lie. Look, it's my brother. I never dreamed things would go this far. Last night he came home in a brown shirt uniform. Ooh. If he finds out with us, he could end up in prison. Hell, all of us could. They don't need to know. Listen, my brother trusts me. He could be a huge opportunity. Should I keep her in the group despite the fact her brother is a brown shirt? Alright. Try to be an informant. Be careful. Yes. Okay. How many marks do I have? Got 76 marks. And I do have some leaflets. And the bicycle's still working. What's a red herring? If we can get the authorities on the wrong track by distracting them, we could give our members some air. So, it costs 60. I need someone strong and someone literate. That's very high risk. I really don't want to work on that. I could document atrocities. Oh, but I have to observe an essay first to get knowledge as to what I can blackmail them with. This is a medium risk over here. I need more people for this one, and for this one, and for this one. So I don't have enough support yet. I can talk and get one member, talk and get one member, talk and get one member. Kind of worried about how I'm going to get more supporters. And I can go here and get one mark. Oh. It's only one until I add people. Why does this stream have a Cuphead thumbnail for me? I don't know what you mean by that. Alright, I think I need to start that red herring. Who's my strongest member? Strong in literacy, so that's 5 points, 7 points, 6 points, 4 points, 3 points. So you're the best guy for the job. Really? But you make it more dangerous too. I really don't want to make this more dangerous. Alright, let's go ahead and start that red herring with both the religious guys. And let's try to get some more money. Ooh, danger is really high. This is, at least it's not in the red, but it's still pretty high. 18 to 30. Might be worth it. You should compose a billboard advertising our ale boutique. Don't know what a thumbnail is. It's like a picture. Yes, I know what a thumbnail is, but I'm saying, why does this stream have a Cuphead thumbnail for me? I don't know what you mean by that. We lost 2 supporters, but we got 11 marks. Let's see how we did. Gerhard Klein visits group known supporters among workers. As for additional donations, we got 28. The max was 30. Gerald thinks he has been seen. Roman Thum distributes false clues to mislead authorities to distract them from our group. Everything goes according to plan. The authorities will believe our recent actions went to the account of foreign spies. They should give us some breathing room. And we got 1 fist. I don't know what a fist is. It just shows you rolling the die. Oh shit. Suspicious. Talking to somebody. Stand up. Okay, they calm down. Morale went up and we got 8 new supporters. Meets with coworkers of our supporter. Whoever got the suspicious calms down. It turns out there's still people. Okay, but he has been seen. So, +4 morale, +6 supporters. The day of Potsdam. A ceremony for the opening of the new Reichstag was held in the Church of Potsdam. Trade war with Czechoslovakia. As a trade war between Czechoslovakia and Germany was looming, Berlin shuts down all payments and travel between the two nations. And the labor camp has been opened. Yay, Dachau. Before the meeting, Roman Thum seems distracted and unusually quiet. It's my wife. She never came home last night. What if the SA took her? What if she's in prison? We're going to search for her, and we're going to find her. Okay, end scene. Yeah, in the Super Bowl commercial, they basically Grooted him. Killed him and brought him back as a baby. Alright, so this area is kind of heating up a bit. We got a low risk... Oh, for the wife of Roman Thum. Frankly, I think Roman Thum should go, but he's apparently very bad at looking for his own wife. National Conservatist, I don't have any of those. Anarchists, Communists, and Social Democrats are bad. And it costs 30 marks. 30 marks, dude! Sorry, your wife can remain missing for the time being. You need to look at the SA. This costs 50 marks. It'll leave me with 5 marks left. Ouch. But I have neither a national conservative nor anyone who's curious. Yeah, I've got no one with those skills. If I knew those skills were important, I would have looked for them. Okay, what if I send you out for the Social Democrats? Go observe the SA guy. Ooh, harmful. Anarchist. send you to get more money, because I'm going to need it after this. And you want to meet an academic. And I do have an academic left over. Alright, let's give it a shot. We lost 2 supporters, we gained 13 marks. We've went, suspicious, damn it. Why is everyone getting suspicious of you? Okay, they calmed down, she's successful. Only 11 and you got seen again. Vera, you're being really sucky at this. Okay, we've followed the SA agent. And we've learned where they secretly imprison political opponents and store funds and equipment. We meet with the academics. We've got a new friend. And we met with the unionists. We hide. Ah, we boarded the mission. Damn. So we lost 3 morale, we lost 1 supporter. Hitler gets legislative powers. Jews are safe here. There is no danger to Jews in Germany. Fake news. Goebbels wants to drain the swamp. Okay, this game is getting a little political. Fred Zweig is seething. I swear to you, the fire at the Reichstag was the biggest gift the Nazis could have hoped for. Yes, they're blaming the Communist Party, and they've been enemies with forever, and now they have the excuse they need to just round them all up, including my own father. Sorry, we don't have any money. Buy your own lawyer. Minus 10 from Fred. Minus 10 what from Fred? What are these red marks? Oh. So that means how much danger they are. Buy your own lawnmower. And I think this is the heat map as well, so... Steal an SA uniform. And found an opportunity where we could steal a uniform from one of them. Ooh. Doubtful past. Athlete. Calm. Reckless. You're calm. But you're also under investigation. Unstable. It's kind of a big project, so I'll send 3 to take care of that. Bruno, you need to do something super safe, if anything. This is very low. You should be able to handle this. And yeah, go meet with the Christians. It's safe. Let's see if we can get that uniform. Picked up 5. So that gets us up to 50. I think that's what I needed to unlock some of the new events. Come on. Hey, we make it out without being seen at all. So we got a new uniform. Nice.
Hmm?
And we picked up a new Social Democrat. It is Saturday, and I am on my way to buy groceries for the weekend. When I see the shop in the distance, I can already tell something is up. In front of the building, a crowd of people has gathered, including a few men wearing brown uniforms of the SA. I approach the store to see what's going on. 3 brown shorts stand at the entrance of the shop holding signs with anti-Semitic slogans. A Star of David and the word Jew are painted on the shop window. Okay, read the signs. Germans fight back, don't buy from Jews, and attention Germans, these Jewish shop owners are parasites of the German community. The owner of this shop is the Jew Nathan Schmidt. A woman tries to enter the shop, but one of the brown shirts sends her away. Okay, talk to the passerby. I look at the people who are watching the scene. The mother and the child, man in a suit, elderly woman. Let's talk to the guy in the suit. Can you tell me what all this is about? He doesn't look like he belongs in this part of town, he says, and gives me an angry look. I can either speak out loud or ask again. What's the difference? I don't know. I lower my voice. Why are they attacking? It happens everywhere. I came from Friedrichstraße. It's the same there. They are standing in front of every Jewish shop. Doctors, lawyers, you name it. I have no idea what they're planning. Some of these places have been around for decades. I am supposed to be doing business with Mr. Schmidt, the owner of the shop, but it doesn't look like it will happen today, so I guess I'll go. Okay, I can talk to the old woman or the mother. Let's talk to the mother. No, the mother shakes her head, and I don't want to know. She takes the girl and moves down the street. I look at the people who are watching. Okay, let's talk. Ask the old woman. Those Jews are getting what they deserve. She answers, one of the SA men is looking at me. That's okay. We just will leave the old lady to her own thoughts. Germany to the Germans, get out Jews. That's probably not enter the shop. Yeah, during the conversations with new people, they always start it with a I think that's cute. Alright, let's talk to the brown shirts. Don't even know why I'm doing that. What does it look like to you? Don't know. Are you looking to buy groceries? Watch out or you'll regret it. He comes closer. I give up. It's fine. I don't want any trouble. In fact, I'm just leaving. And then I leave. I feel sick. When I get home, things in this country are only getting worse. We must be careful. Hello? End scene. There we go. Okay. Lost 6 morale, so I really need to do something to get my morale up, but the supporters are up to over 50. Jewish business boycotted. Himmler, police commissioner of Bavaria. 10,000 Prussians arrested. Fred tells me he despises Roman. His views don't do the group any good. We would be better off without him. You know what? Both should stay. Just chill out, people. We're a group with their views and opinions, but we're united in the fight of the regime. He needs to live with that or leave. He doesn't seem too happy with my decisions, but doesn't bring it up again. Roman seems relieved. I used to use Safari, and then I realized how bad it was. I'm a Chrome man myself. Alright, supporters are pretty much maxed out, which is great. You can buy medicine. Missing a fire device. Missing a critical leaflet. Make records disappear. Missing money. This is still high risk. I don't have enough money to do this. How much money do I have? 42. That's not bad. Alright. Recreational missions. Oh. So it's legitimately just go visit a museum. And then people feel better. Plus 40 morale. Huh. I mean, I could just send Bruno. Oh, all members will current. Oh. So, legitimately, it takes everybody to go visit the museum. Materials to tend to wounds and the injured. It'd be good to have some medicine, that's for sure. I'm sure I'm going to need it eventually. It's going to cost 30 marks, but I've been putting this one off for a while. Yeah. The Hedis is too high. Yeah, I think the good from having her on the mission is better than the little bit of bad that she gets from the additional heat. Give her the bike. Okay, if they go in the SA uniform, they're very prepared. Yeah, I think getting the SA activities check is important. Yeah, do it. And maybe we should go get some more money. Alright, you have a lot of heat on you, so don't get caught. And let's see if we can get some more supporters. Do it. I leave the meeting and head home on the train. I can't take the feeling that I'm being followed. I step off the train not far from home along with several others. Go to a pub. The place is crowded, but I managed to find a place by the window. Watch the street. See if I recognize a face I've seen before. Nothing after finishing my drink. I don't see a point in staying any longer. Then I go home, turn off the light, and sit close by the window. It's dark outside, and the street in front of the house is well lit. We'll watch the street. Cars and people pass by. Nothing overly suspicious. I wake up in the middle of the night, go to the window. There's a shadow on the other side of the street. Watch it. There's a shadow of a man. He seems to look at me. He turns around, walks away. If there really was someone watching me, they're gone now. It's probably nothing. Maybe just someone who couldn't sleep, took a midnight walk, or something who wasn't eager to get home after a long night at the bar. Oh boy. That's not good. Okay, we lost 3 supporters, got 14 marks. Yeah, how did this go? Success. Learn more about their plans. He finds out that some of them used to drink at the pub in Copenhagen, and that one of them still regularly gets drunk there, and he nods off and stays there overnight. So, an SA officer is a drunk. Big deal. So this was my mission. So I got 22 coins, but I've been seen and followed for that matter. Vera meets with more of the trade unionists. 1 supporter. You suck. And you've been seen. So yeah, I lost 2 supporters and I lost 3 morale. Jews and communists removed from service. Change in state government. New governors from the Nazi Party are appointed to lead the German states. Papen resigns as a Reich Commissioner of Prussia. A few years ago, I never would have thought I'd be a spy. My God, remember when we spoke about taking the new job working for the Nazi officer? It looks like I might be a payoff. I'm onto something. It's dangerous, but if it works, we'll be able to hit them where it hurts. Keep it up. We're not resistance fighters because it's safe. Members gain experience over time and might improve their abilities in different fields necessary for our operations. Well, did someone level up? Learn to resist smarter and better. Which skill do I want him to improve? Wow, a lot of people are getting heat. Empathy +1. Got 48. I need 60 to maybe bring the heat down a little bit. Steal funds from the SA. How much? If I send the people who are not heavily in heat, 48 to 80, that's a lot of money. That brings the damage down a little bit, but 91 would be great. Oh boy. Got one guy with 1 red dot, so he's probably the safest of the bunch. Yeah, her secrecy, but that danger. Damn it! Go for it! This is too much money to leave on the table. Meet with conservatives. Oh, alright. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that, Phoenix. Monarchist. I already used him. Two to four, really hardly even worth it. You're back from the lurk. Fair enough. So does this reduce? If I go into hiding, does that like... What does that do? So if I send this guy into hiding, because he's got so much problems. Yeah, alright. Let's see if that brings your heat down a little bit. Vera, you've got a little bit of heat, but you're already out. Fred, you're the religious guy. I could send you to talk to the religious. 4 to 6 more supporters. Okay, come on, SA funds. We lost 2 supporters. Got 14 marks. Boone has retreated to a safe place where nobody knows him. When he returns, he feels much safer than before. Fred meets with religious people. 5 more supporters. I'll take it. Come on, this is the big one. In front of the SA Clubhouse. Break in. Let's do whatever it takes. Okay, they calm down. 89. Not bad. But I'm sure they're going to all pick up some heat. So plus 3 supporters, plus 12 morale. Shestita band. It's a Jewish practice that ritual slaughter of animals in the preparation of kosher food is declared illegal. Rudolf Hess is appointed as Deputy Führer, and has to begin action against the UN German spirit. Well, 12 years, Phoenix, but yes. Quickly comes to the door. We can see that his face is badly bruised. No, I'm not. Last night when I was leaving a club, he looks around shyly. It's a gay club. Everyone knows about this. Worse than that, reply. It was just a group of regular students. Ooh. So just making people feel emboldened. Alright. Morale minus 5. I was off by 2 years. Hey, it's respectable. So yeah, I only lost 1 heat. And everyone else picked up more heat, unfortunately. So I think it might be time to do another red herring mission. It's going to cost half my money. But, I mean, look at all of this suspicion right now. Strength and literacy. I mean, look at that danger, though. We can bring the danger down a little bit. It's supposed to be a low-risk mission, but I just got too many people. We've got problems. Okay, let's go get some more intel. Okay, let's send you along to... You're the only one without suspicion at the moment. Try to get some more supporters. Yeah, and go buy some medicine. That shouldn't be too dangerous. Lost 3 supporters, picked up 15 marks. Starting with medicine? No. With the SA. Where the SA is allegedly torturing people, the rumors are true. She managed to document clear cases of abuse and torture. So intel was successful. I'm going to go meet with a doctor who wants to sell us medicine without asking too many questions. He's been seen. What's the problem about being seen buying medicine? And we go meet with the conservatives. 8. Not bad. We lost 8 morale. And supporters +5. Goring forms secret police force. Forms the Gaiman-Stasa police or Gestapo from the former Prussian police. Yeah. So when he got appointed to the German police force, and he got everything except for Prussia, then he got Prussia, and then he refashioned. Oh, it's a Fuhrer's birthday. Happy birthday. Albert Funk gets thrown out of a window. What am I going to do about Roman? He's gay. What does that have to do anything with it? Everybody knows him and his lover. Someone could blackmail him. Yeah, to be honest, you're probably kind of right. But I'm not going to throw him out for that. Shall I kick out any Jews for the same reason? Fred looks down. Gypsies, communists, who else? No, well then, try to remember what we're fighting for. Yeah. I mean, he's got a point. But, I mean, they all will hate us for one reason or another. So, it's going to be kind of hard to start drawing a line there. Boom mean to crash in a matter of days. I don't know if like is the right word for that, but yes, that is absolutely true. Alright, I think maybe it might be time to go visit a museum. Get that morale up. Yep, we're just all gonna go visit a museum. What a lovely day at the museum. We visit one of the last art galleries in Berlin that still exhibits what the Nazis called degenerate art. It feels good to look at the wonderful artworks, and their group feels reaffirmed in their purpose. Yay, morale up. Oh, so the fist is morale. Ah, that's good to know. So we lost 3 supporters, but I think our morale needed it. Storm is unions. Unions are banned. Aircraft named Hindenburg. Goring names Junkers D to 18500 Hindenburg after aircraft and founds the Reich Air Defense Association. Yes. She's gonna get married. We're all invited to the wedding. She has organized a big wedding party outside the city. Does that mean am I gonna miss a week of activities? Smuggle books. Oh, level up for Vera. Yeah, let's get your literacy leveled up. Okay, it looks like the heat died down a little bit with our museum trip. So this might be a good time to see if we could get that down a little bit more. By placing a red herring. But that's not going to leave me with a lot of money left. So if I send you 2 out... Yeah, send you out to get a little bit more money. 17 to 28 would help. And you are my monarchist. Four to 7. 4 to 7. 4 to 7. So yeah, no one really actually wants to talk to you. But yeah, go talk to the Christians. Why not? Hey, Froza. How's it going, sir? Good morning. We lost 3 supporters, got 15 coin. How about the religious folk? How did they do? Will speak out about actions with members of his community. So we picked up a new contact and 6 new supporters. It's actually a pretty interesting game. It's through the darkest of times. You're basically playing as a Nazi resistance group in Berlin in 1933. Alright, so we try to place a red herring. Bad cop can make an SA officer. Nice, that's a good contact, but Vera's been seen. And our money. Police. Hide. The police are leaving. He is successful. And we got 14 coin. I'll take it. I hear World War II and Nazi. I must have this game. Frankly, I just started playing it right, like in the last 2 hours, Rosa, but I'm enjoying it. As I cross the Schlossbrücke, Schlossbrücke. Don't know what that is. A Wednesday night, I hear an angry voice shouting through a loudspeaker and a huge cheering crowd. It seems to come from the Alpenplatz. Move to the edge of the crowd. Oh, book burning. This scene is immense. Thousands of people are listening to the rantings of Joseph Goebbels, the new minister of propaganda, with rapt attention. Goebbels was a really interesting guy. Near the end of the war, He was doing a speech in his house, and a bomb landed in the courtyard of his house and blew out all of the windows. And, like, everyone was panicking except for Goebbels, who just, like, brushed the glass off of his notes and just kept giving his speech. The era of extreme Jewish intellectualism is now at an end. The breakthrough of the German Revolution has been cleared the way for the German path. The future German man will not just be a man of books, but a man of character. Oh, I hated that book, Rosa. I had to read it for school. Scan the crowd. There are thousands gathered here. Some chant slogans. A group of students to my right breaks into song. Various angry shouts can be heard from the crowds. No to decadence and moral corruption. Down with Jewish intellectualism. Just stand and listen. Yes to decency and morality in family and state. I consign to the flames the writings of Heinrich Mann, Ernst Glasser, Erich Kästner. There's an immense pile of books in the center of the plaza, perhaps 10 of thousands of books ablaze in a bonfire. That's when I realized what this is. It's a book burning. Hey game, I beat you to it. I knew what it was earlier than this. This is the action against the un-German spirit announced by German Student Union back in April. It's a book burning, a huge one. How can there be so many supporters of Nazism? Do they even realize what they're doing? Nearby, a group of students breaks into a chant about German purity, and nausea creeps into my stomach. A sharp-faced man with a sad, penetrating eye glares at me with his side eye. You don't look well, friend. Why aren't you joining the chant? He remarks quietly. There's a hint of irony in his voice. Oh. Should I try to recruit him or play it safe? Recruit. Why aren't you joining in? The tiniest hint of a smirk creeps across the corner of his mouth, and then sadness draws over his face as he gazes into the fire. His wet eyes reflect the dancing flames. He reminds me of someone I know. It's enough for me to attend the destruction of my own work to celebrate. It would be too self-deprecating even for me. So who are you? Are you, I stutter. He holds up his hand and out and purses his lips to shush me. I regain my composure. A half smile grows below his face. But what are you doing here? You don't know they had to ask firemen to douse the books in vitriol. Leave it to the Nazis to schedule a book burning in the rain. He chuckles. This is hardly a time for jokes. The man turns and faces me directly. My friend, not long from now, this whole sad spectacle will be over. He tilts his head and pauses, and I will write a novel about it. You're Erich Kästner, the writer. One of the students has been staring at us and cries out, "It's him, Kästner, Erich Kästner." We should leave or distract. He has blue eyes. I thought the whole thing was black and white. Not everything, but a good bit of it, yes. So distract the student. Let's just try to get out of there. We should leave now. Pornographer, another one shouts. The author is suddenly aware of the danger he's in and quickly disappears into the crowd before things got worse. I pick up a notebook that must have fallen out of his pocket. Return home. Erich Kästner left his notebook during the book burning and... Okay. I walk home in a daze, seeped in the smell of smoke and the echoes of slogans and chants ringing in my ears. I will never forget the dancing flames reflected in Kästner's eyes as he watched his own books burn. So we got 9 new supporters and 9 more morale and 3 new supporters. And as students burned thousands of books of Jewish and dissident writers, and all books were from the library of the Academy for Sexual Research. Oh, and all the books from there. Okay. Attack on Berlin Academy. Outraged Nazi students stormed the Berlin Institute for Sexual Science and looted its library. SDPD executives go into exile. Oh. What's today's sponsor? No, it's actually Through the Darkest of Times, because they actually gave me this game for free. Can we read them Notebook? I'm not sure. Alright, so for today's meeting, Fred acts quiet and withdrawn. What's on your mind? You know, there's a nice corner store near me. I've been going there for so long, it's almost like home. And the shopkeeper, Helen, has been a friend of my family forever. Helen, she refused service to me today. I was shocked, and she wouldn't tell me why. And then outside the window, I saw 2 brown shirts, and I realized she can't be serving a Jew. Helen turned her back on me. And I can't even blame her, she says, Fred. I don't know what I would have done in her position. Okay, our supporters are still high. Morale is doing great. Can gain access to industrial parking lot. I can return his notebook. And I can smuggle. Oh, look at that. The heat is off of everybody except for myself. That's nice. Probably use a little bit more money. And I can smuggle some books. Okay, Vera, I think you're perfect for this. 4 secrecy, 4 literacy. Julius Kraft has contacted us to a resistance group abroad who would give us books that are banned in Germany. Well, considering the fact that a lot of those books are destroyed now, you would probably be a very good person for this. Oh, you need 2 people for it. Ah, damn. It's kind of a big commitment. Girl, you're kind of crappy. So I'll go ahead and send you. I don't need that much more to make this successful. No, and I needed more. Now I don't have enough money to do this one. So let's bring his book back. Okay, we'll send the 2 religious guys out. Well, yeah, let's send the 2 religious guys out to do that. And I'll go collect donations. Alright, 3 supporters down, 16 marks in. Plus 24. So that's 37. Not bad. Roman visits Kastner at his home, brings him his notebook. The writer lost the Open plots. The author is overjoyed to get his notes back. He invites us in and over a cup of tea. He tells us how the Nazis are forcing the publishers to stop supporting un-German writers like him. Fred has been seen. And Vera is on her way back from abroad carrying suitcases full of highly illegal books. She makes it back without any trouble, but has been seen. So +4 morale, -3 supporters. Hitler promotes peace. He demands a revision of the Versailles Treaty, an end to the partial occupation of German territory by France, and the elimination of German war reparation payments. In 70 cities, the appointed mayors are suspended. Wagner and Ley banned strikes. Okay, so they're just anti-union stuff going on too. Roman is frustrated at our meeting. The fascists have their hands everywhere. I've lost my job, me, scientists. Ever since the book burning, they're targeting academics everywhere. I work at the Institute for Sexual Research, and they stormed in and shut it down for crimes against the German spirit. We are simply researchers. What nonsense. Okay, I can't smuggle in any more books because this area is on guard now. And I can't gain access because now troops are over here. But pretty much everything over here now is low. 51 marks. I could go steal some more. Stack of paper needed for leaflets. But I think I've got enough leaflets at the moment. But I don't have any critical leaflets. Where do I get critical leaflets? Or fire explosives, or I could spread books. So the books I stole or imported, I can distribute. Welcome back, Froza. I gained some supporters from that. You're a good propagandist and literate. Let's see if we can bring that danger down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go distribute those books. It's still pretty high, so let's hold off on that one. Let's go ahead and get you leveled up too. Let's get you one more secrecy. I'm tired of you people all picking up heat at the drop of a hat. So I need paint to be able to do those. So yeah, let's go buy some paint and unlock those. We got one left, so go talk to the Christians. You should be okay with that. Lost 3 supporters, gained 15 marks. Let's start with the paint buying. Suspicious. Okay, they calm down. He returns with paint, but Bruno's been seen, which is kind of crappy because Bruno is me. We meet with the Christians. +6 supporters, alright. We're distributing the books. Many of the people happy to finally read something else than the propaganda that now serves as news. The books spread like wildfire. And then, okay, so we made it back safely. 7 morale lost, 23 supporters up, which is great. Eugenics program launched. Hitler visits fleet in Kiel. Prussian Enabling Act. Prussia passes its own enabling act similar to the Reich's enabling act from March 23rd. Enables the president of Prussia to pass laws without the parliament. Interesting. When I walk into tonight's meeting, everyone cheers when they see me. It's incredible to think that in such a short time you put together this group of ordinary Berliners and made us real resistance group. But this is a group effort. Each of us is vital. I'm just happy to know I'm making a difference, says Gerald. And that's it. Okay. Enabling Act. Yeah, I knew the German Enabling Act. I just didn't know Prussia had their own variation of that. So, learned something new. Okay, so we've got paint, but I still need more paint to be able to write slogans. But I could just come down here and see if I can steal some more. They said games are a waste of time. This one's educational. Alright, let's just bring this down to as low risk as we can. Go out there, steal as much bloody money as you can get. And I still got Fred and Bruno. Yeah, this one really should be rewritten to buying paper. Let's just see if we can get some more supporters. Supporters means money in the end. Oh, alright, Phoenix. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. We lost 4 supporters, got 22 marks. Fred meets with the Christians. Plus 4. The workers plus 8, and he was not seen, so good job, me. Alright, here's a big one. Shit. Intimidate. The witness leaves. Ooh, 100. Plus 14 morale, plus 8 supporters. Wives stay in the kitchen. A new law, marriage loans, is decreed. All German Aryan newlyweds can get a loan of 600 marks interest-free from the state if the wife quits employment or remains unemployed. Communist property confiscated. All property and its associated organizations. Rust banishes Jews from school. Bernhard Rust bans Jews from youth welfare and gymnastic organizations and denies them access to athletic facilities. Fred takes me aside, tells me he knows of a snitch among our supporters. Confront the snitch. Let's make sure he won't snitch for much longer. Confront snitch. Let's teach the rat a lesson. That's not in a danger area, it seems. I did want to buy paint, but let's go ahead and confront the snitch first. Okay, who's my calm person? You're my calm person. So I need secret and strong. Bring that danger down a little bit. Alright, what do I need to unlock the industrial lot? Sadly, calm would have been handy. So yeah, you three could manage that. We might be able to steal gasoline or even a whole truck at night. So that's probably what's going to get me my explosives. We lost 4, picked up 24 marks. Let's see how it goes with the snitch. We set a trap for the snitch. They hide and wait for him to meet his accomplice in a forest near the city. When the man shows up, Vera distracts him and Roman knocks him down using a big branch. They beat him and leave him in the dirt. That should teach him a lesson. Bruno is looking for a weak spot. Hide. And successful. Nice. In defense of a factory in Wilmserdorf to gain access to the area at night. Someone's getting suspicious. Stay calm. Whoever got suspicious calms down. He finds a spot where a group would be able to get through without being seen by the guards. 4 Power Pact. France, Britain, Germany, and Italy signed the 4 Power Pact in Rome, pledging for a decade of peace in Europe and to work towards disarmament. Yeah. That lasted about 6 years. Anti-Fascist Congress in Paris. An international anti-fascist congress takes place in the city of Paris. Participants from all over the world discuss ways to fight growing fascism in many European countries. Head of Berlin Orchestra forced to resign. Otto Klemperer loses the leadership of the Berlin Staatskapelle due to his Jewish background. Roman begins our meeting. Due to my work at the Nazis' house, we have now very valuable information about the regime. I have to warn you, this could be dangerous. Let's plan. Very dangerous, so we should plan things carefully, not rush things. I say, oh, look, and thank you so much for doing this, Roman. You might have just opened up a chance to stop this regime for good. Don't think so. Critical intel, finally. So I finally got the critical intel. No, I need critical leaflets, not critical intel. So I need more leaflets. I thought I had leaflets. Steal gasoline, very risky. Alright, let's go buy paper and buy paint. And we've got one guy left over. Ooh, they really don't like you. So, go observe SA. That's maybe a little expensive to do at the same time. Okay, talk to the Christians. Let's get a few more supporters. Because supporters means money. We lost 4, picked up 23 marks. We meet with the Christians. Picked up 5. Alright, so that's a net gain of 1 supporter. We go to buy paper, witness. Oh, we're just buying paper, dude. Go away. Bruno's been seen. Vera's been seen, but we get enough paint now. So +6 supporter, +6 morale, +1 supporter. New census, the first census since 1925, shows an estimated population of 65 million. Shirarak promoted. Balder von Skira. How the hell? Okay. Youth leader of the German Reich and leader of the Hitler Youth. Autobahn construction begins. I'm worried it will harm the baby, she says. I want to leave the group. Oh, Vera's good. She doesn't seem convinced, but agrees to stay a little longer. I promise not to send her on too many dangerous missions. We'll see about that. Yeah, I mean, she's 4 and 3. She's... Yeah, let's get your secrecy up, Bruno, because you keep getting caught. You're already up to 3 warning flags. Okay, Vera. Well, you're kind of crap at propaganda anyway. All right. You two have the least... Go for it. I'm kind of worried about that one. Have a party. Huh. I do have a lot of money right now. Yeah, too dangerous. We could head and... Let's just go into hiding. And maybe we can all lose a... heat... point. So we'll send a couple of guys out to write on the walls, and the rest of us will hide. Come on. Damn it! They calm down. Many people notice them and see that someone had the courage to put them there. So yeah, we were able to get the paint up and got a few new supporters. And the rest of us are hiding. And and they feel more safe. I exit the train at Kopernik station. It's warm. I can tell summer is coming. I continue on my way to Marianne, one of our supporters who should be waiting for me already. When I make it to Alsengrund neighborhood, not a single worker is on the way to the factory. No children are playing in the streets. No one is out getting groceries. A little further down the road, I see a white truck with a logo of a laundry service on it. I smell smoke, probably from campfires in the community garden nearby. I reach a small house in which Marianne and her husband Werner live. Both are former unionists who support the group. Knock on the door. Eventually, the curtain in one of the windows is pulled aside. I see Marianne's face peer out. She sees me and opens the door. Are you insane coming here? She whispers, looking left and right, and then quickly pulls me inside, closes the door behind me. A reminder of our appointment. We sit down in a dimly lit room. All of the curtains are closed. A little girl is sitting in the corner drawing something on a piece of paper. I don't recognize her. Marianne and Werner don't have kids. Maybe a niece. Why are you acting like this? Haven't you heard? The raids, they are happening everywhere at Alsengrund. They have arrested dozens of people. Who are they? I can think of who they are. She can tell you more. Marianne points to a little girl who has continued to draw quietly since I entered the room. Isot, says Marianne, could you tell my friend Bruno what happened yesterday? She stops drawing and looks at me. I look at her pictures. This is my papa, and these are the men who took him, says the girl, and continue. When I came home from school, there was a truck in front of our house, and Helen is my friend from school. Helen said, isn't that your father? And then I saw him too. There were men, 2 of them, holding Papa, and a third one was beating him up. I started to cry and yell at them, but they wouldn't stop. Then they pushed him into the back of the truck, and the men climbed up there too, and they kept beating him. I cried so loud that everyone could hear me. I begged them to stop. Then Mama came, and we looked for the truck. We found it at a pub. Papa was gone, but there was more of the bad men. When they saw Mama, they recognized her and wanted to take her too. I cried even louder. I cried so loud that I scared the bad men, and they didn't dare to take her because they thought I would break their ears. And then we came here to Aunt Marianne, but Mama is busy right now. She will pick me up later. Right, Aunt Marianne? Yes, Isot. Marianne looks away. You are a brave girl. Thank you for sharing such a difficult story with me, but will you bring Papa back? I will try. The girl resumes her drawing. I look at Marianne and ask her, where's your husband? I don't know. She shakes her head. He didn't come home last night. I'm sorry. I'm worried sick, but I need to stay with Isot. If you could go and find out where Werner is, I will try. Do you have any ideas where I should start looking? I really don't know. Isot said the men who took her dad came in a white truck over the last couple of days. I saw a white truck around here too. Maybe it has something to do with it. I say goodbye to Marianne and Isot, and I leave the house. Outside, the white laundry truck drives past by me at high speed. It has something on its back, but I can't see what it is. This is my lead. Cautiously follow. But the road can only lead to one destination, Schmorwitz Forest. Go to the forest. It's chilly in the forest despite the warm summer. Move carefully. I move carefully, watching out left and right. I follow the main path leading from Kopernik to Woolhide. When I reach an area with large leafy trees, I notice something hanging up high. A huge sack is hanging in the branches. It looks like a butterfly cocoon. I climb up the tree and cut down the sack. It drops to the ground with a thud. There's a pale face staring at me. It's Werner, Marianne's husband. His face is bloody and swollen. His right eye is missing. I feel sick. I swallow the acidic taste in my mouth. When I look up again, I see that there are more of these sacks. Many, many more. Well, that's depressing. In July 33, the NSDAP, which is the Nazis and the Democratic Socialist Party thing, is declared to do Germany's only legal party. The Gestapo and the SS arrest tens of thousands of dissidents and send them to the concentration camps. Your leadership is strong and stable, and your group has recruited and retained enough supporters to withstand the brutal crackdown. End of chapter 1.
The bloodshed in Köpenick wasn't the first event of its kind, and it likely won't be the last. SA and police arrested tens of thousands of political opponents. Many were imprisoned, tortured, or killed. The Nazis banned all political parties except the NSDAP and made it clear that from now on they alone ruled the country. In November, Hitler won re-election with 92% of the vote. We went into hiding. It felt like there was nothing left we could do.
Huh. After the Köpenick bloodshed, the Nazis arrested thousands of political opponents. Many were killed or injured. We went into hiding, waiting for the right opportunity to come back and fight the regime. For almost 3 long years, we waited and watched things getting worse, powerless, until that day in March 1936. So that's a pretty major time jump. An airship shaped like a giant cigar hovers over Tempelhof Airport. Hindenburg, the name of the former German president, is painted on the front of the hull. Hurry up, says Frank Lentz, leading the way to the entry barriers. Is this what you wanted me to show me, an airship? In, he looks at his watch. In less than an hour, you will be flying in this airship, he laughs. A band plays military marches, swastika flags flutter in the wind. The crowd starts cheering when the stairs of the Hindenburg are lowered. Sieg Heil. I stare at the ground so people around me won't see that I don't join their cheers. One of the guards keeping the crowd from getting too close to the airship stops us. Halt, only for invited guests. Oh, we are, says Frank, takes out his letter. The guard looks at his letter in his hands and hands it back and pulls back the rope. Heil Hitler, Mr. Lentz, and Heil Hitler, Herr Schmidt, says Frank and smiles. Herr Schmidt is here because my wife couldn't make it. I hope that's all right. Of course, Mr. Lentz. Have a day's flight. I am here because your wife couldn't make it. Falk laughs. Inside the restaurant looks very luxurious, filled with red cushioned chairs and tables covered in white linens. There is even a little promenade with windows granting a look outside. The name is Lenz, says Falk to the waiter, who nods and leads us to our table. Again, would you please explain to us what we're doing here, Falk? You will enjoy it. It's amazing, says Falk and laughs. The crew of the Hindenburg yells commands, and I feel a soft pressure in my stomach as the airship begins to rise. I catch a view of one of the windows and see people on the ground getting smaller and smaller. But also pretty terrifying, I have to admit. I told you so, says Falk, grinning. He orders 2 drinks. When they arrive, he raises the glass and says, to you, Bruno Huber, and your brave group of heroes. Are you crazy? Yeah. Calm down, this is the regime's home turf. No one would expect, well, us in a place like this, which makes it the perfect place to discuss restarting the group. I lean my head towards his and lower my voice. We've been inactive for 2 years. We have been underground for over a year because of the Gestapo. Most of our former supporters are either scared, dead, or have left the country. Why do you think it would be a good idea to revive the group now? This is all true, Bruno, says Volk, yet you must, for one inescapable reason. It's our last chance to stop a war. Yeah, he'll start the war no matter what. Hitler's preparing for war. We always knew that. Everyone who wants to know knows it. What makes you think we can prevent it? It's a very good question, says Volk, and I will answer it. But first, you must excuse me for a moment. I just saw someone I need to talk to. Why don't you take a look around the ship? The view from the promenade windows is marvelous, and they even have a lounge. It's a perfect place to meet interesting people. I wonder what to do. Let's take a look out the window. I move close to the promenade windows and look out. Far beneath us I see the city of Berlin. We are so far away that I can't recognize people on the street anymore. Even cars are hard to see. Isn't it wonderful? Says an elderly woman next to me. Do you mean the wonder of flight, or the fact that the city looks so small from here? Both, she says. Isn't it just a wonderful view to see the world? I think it reflects how everything works down there. Here we are, masters and mistresses, flying above the world, and down there is everyone else, so small, so insignificant, that you can't even see them anymore. We are their lords and masters, but they don't know it. She breaks into high-pitched laughter and reaches out her gloved hand. My apologies, I haven't introduced myself. I am Countess von Falkenstein. Hello, I'm Mr. Schmidt. Well, if you do say so, Herr Schmidt, she says and arches an eyebrow. May I ask how come you find yourself on this fantastic vehicle? My friend works for the government. How nice of him, she says, but her tone seems to indicate that she doesn't mean it. Hitler and his party are often... Hey, Darkin! Good to see you, mate. How's it going? Hitler and his party are often proletarian in a way that disgusts me, but they know how to impress. You have to give them that. She points to a huge crowd that has assembled below to wave at the airship. You must feel safe. No one dreams to try anything. My family has been ruling this land for centuries. We survived the French, the Great War, the Revolution, and the Republic. We will survive this too. Besides, I support the Fuhrer. I think he is a masterful leader. What makes you think that Hitler is doing a good job? Where does your family come from? Well, I mean, she's called Franken. Okay. We used to have prior properties all over the Reich, but today only a fraction of it is left. Some factories, a few estates, and a ridiculously humble villa in Wilmsdorf. I would invite you, but its simplicity would embarrass me. Yeah, I understand. If we didn't have at least a few lucrative contracts with the SS, we would have starved to death long ago. Hitler promised to make Germany great again, and that is exactly what he is doing. He got us out of the shameful Treaty of Versailles. He got the Saar Basin back from the French. I don't know what the Saar Basin is, and will bring back the Polish corridor. Oh, it's probably the territory from World War I that the French occupied. Decent, just getting ready to fire up the elite. I admire your dedication to your craft. Now, it is you who is risking his life, don't you think? But no, I don't think Hitler's actions will lead to war. She says the people around him are sometimes questionable, but other nations look at us in awe. He made them respect us again. 500,000 credits, nice. You got yourself a little fleet growing there. The Jews, the communists, the Democrats, the unions, they have destroyed us. They all kept us from reaching our natural greatness. But look at us now. We shine and we rise. During the Olympic Games, the world will come to see us, and the world will see the true and great Germany. Alright, let's go to the lounge. Can I offer you something to read? He asks as I'm about to enter. Sure. He hands me a news magazine, brings it back. When you leave, please. The lounge has no windows and is illuminated by indirect artificial light. Comfortable leather armchairs are arranged around the small table. There is only one guest. When I enter, he smiles and offers me the chair next to him. Yeah, let's sit down. Thank you. You are too kind. I say and take a seat. What brings you to this miracle modern technology? He says with a strong American accent. My friend brought me. Really, he says, and raises an eyebrow. Lucky you, I guess. Why are you here? Me, I'm a journalist writing for the New Observer, an American magazine. I'm from the United States, as you might have guessed from my accent. Yes, I thought so. Let me introduce myself. I am Tom Fox, American journalist and danger seeker. If I wasn't, I would not be sitting inside a giant sack of hydrogen. Fair point. Oh, Binks time. Well, this is an interesting game to get rated for on Binks. What do you think about the New Germany? Why are you aboard this airship? Yes, tell me about why you're here. I write for the New Germany for American readers. I am fortunate to get invited to these kind of events. What do you think about Germany? I love German culture, German food, German language. Honestly, I had serious doubts about your government and the way they handle things before I came here. What do you think about Germany? I said. Which I say I'm still a little liberal, and I still think that politically I wouldn't want for the United States what you have here, he says. But after spending 3 months in the Reich, I must say your country is up to something. I'll make sure the readers in the States get the real picture. Balterkar! Dobry den. Good to see you. And hello, all of the Binksers. This is a new game, Through the Darkest of Times. You're playing as a resistance movement in 1930s Berlin. It's been interesting. What is the real picture? Yes, that's a great question. Right now we're in the transitions between 2 different chapters, so this is not the entire game, so don't panic. How is it different from the picture they have right now? There's a lot of rumors about Germany, says Fox. See, we like our freedom and we like the right to do what we like. But Hitler and his party seems to interfere in every detail of people's lives. And Americans don't like that? No, we don't. Many American newspapers paint a picture of Germany as a country where people get arrested and killed by their government all the time. Many of us, me included, thought Germany was doomed when Hitler took over. But you've changed your mind. Yes, I must admit that I am impressed. Germany looks great, Berlin looks great, and the rumors about how the Jews are being mistreated seems to be exaggerated. In my 3 months here, I haven't seen anything problematic. One big misunderstanding. Or everything's fine in Germany. Pretty much, yes. While I am sure that I don't want something like Hitler for us in the US, I think that maybe for you Germans, Hitler is just what you need. I cough. Are you alright? Asked Fox. There are things your readers should know. Ooh, this is going to be putting me in a little bit of trouble. Oh, he says, this sounds interesting. I'm always interested in finding new sources and be assured you can tell me anything. Informants stay anonymous. Not here. Do you have a card? Of course, this is an address of my Berlin office. If I am not there, just talk to my secretary. He hands me a business card. I need to get back to the restaurant. It was a pleasure to meet you, Herr Schmidt, he says as he gets up and leaves. Alright, let's wait for Falk to get back. Hey, Simon. Welcome to the raid. I hope you're doing well. I see Fox standing in the corner at the end of the promenade, gazing at the horizon. The Luftwaffe officer is nowhere to be seen. Do you have time to answer my questions? Of course, I'm sorry I left you alone. It was someone who might become very useful to us. I will introduce you eventually. What was it again that you wanted to know? How can we prevent Hitler from starting a war? Hitler wants war, just not right now. He knows the Wehrmacht isn't ready yet. He needs more time. He needs a world to think that his Reich is just like any other country, that there is no German threat. So we must let the world know what his plans really are? That's correct, says Falk. Let's face it, it's too late to fight Nazism from the inside. Even killing Hitler wouldn't do it. Most Germans are happily following the regime. We need help from the outside, but if the world believes Hitler is harmless, the required help won't come. How are we going to convince him? What makes you think anyone would listen to us? Nothing, says Falk, but we have to hope that they do. Otherwise, this world will see war and destruction far worse than anything it has ever experienced. Alright, start of chapter 2. Oh, let me take this opportunity as well to Binks raid myself. Alright, so, great excitement. How will elections turn out? The Rhineland prepares for annexation. Nothing matters more than coal. Calls coal the most important coal workers. Germany works heroes. 95% of the Reich's energy is produced by Germans' coal-fired power plants. Hey, HKY. Pleasure. Welcome to the raid. I hope you're all doing well today. It's a bizarre thing to see Nazis holding each other back, says Roman Thum during tonight's meeting. I saw something really weird at a club last night. So I went out for drinks last night. As I'm waiting in line to get in, there's a couple in front of me. He is black, she is white. The bouncer gets furious and tells them to piss off. A policeman shows up and goes straight to the bouncer. He whispers something we can't hear. The bouncer grudgingly motioned for them to enter the club, and that was that. He intervened because there was a lot of visitors and tourists there, and they have to maintain an image for now. Good theory. So this is the actual game. We've got my crew of, I don't know, resistance fighters here. And this is Berlin. So, do I still have my inventory from before? No, I have the bicycle, I have some leaflets, I have some intel, and I have some marks. But the stuff I collected at the end of last chapter has evaporated. So, yes. On this game, you basically have to grow your support, keep your morale high. Supporters give you money, and you run little operations to get more supplies and get more information and all of those sorts of things. It's been kind of interesting. I literally just started it a couple of hours ago, but so far it's been nice. So let's see. I think getting our supporters up would be the best thing to do. Me academic. Alright, I got an academic with me. So let's send the academic out to meet the academic. That should increase the success. Meet a friend. Contact a priest. Ah, my academic is also the religious guy. But you're also a little bit religious. So let's send you out to meet the priest. Meet a unionist. Vera should be good for that. She's a worker. Meet a businessman. Who do businessmen like? Moderate liberal. Christian liberal. Freelancer. Inspiring. egoist, but they don't like communists, monarchists, violent, or doubtful people. Alright, you seem like you'd be okay, so you go meet the businessman. And then I just have some friends. Huh. Well, does this friend like monarchists? Yes, this friend actually likes monarchists. So you go and meet that friend. So, being the start of Chapter 2, you're basically starting from scratch with your network. So I'm just going to send everybody out to go meet with friends. 10 people are still supporting us. They gave us 3 marks. Vera go meets with the Unionists. Suspicious already. Damn it. Stand up. Yell at them. Okay. So we did pick up a new supporter. The trade unionist is furious about the way the regime has limited workers' rights and is willing to support us however they can. Alright. Roman's out to meet with the academic, but he has also been seen. Fred is meeting with a priest. He joins us and was not seen, so good job, Fred. And I am meeting the businessman. And good, I picked up a supporter and I was not seen. So well done. Last is Gerald, who's meeting a friend. Hyde. Okay, he's left. It turns out that she hates the Nazis, so we picked up 2 supporters. And whoever was suspicious doesn't seem to have reported anything. 99% for Hitler and the annexation of Rhineland. Yay. Ribbentrop in London. I don't know who Ribbentrop is. Scholarships only for members of Hitler Youth. Okay, so they're limiting education again. During our meeting, Roman is just quietly looking at the floor. Frankly, I ask him what's wrong. It's over between my spouse. Me and my spouse, it's over. Did something major happen? Yes, something major. She registered with the Nazi Party. She's an official party member now. I still can't believe it. Just because Germany is doing better now, she decided to forget the atrocities of the past and join them. I'm getting a divorce immediately. That's too bad. Oh, he didn't lose any morale, though, so he seems happy with that decision. Alright, so we met some new friends. Looks like the SS is active down here, so the risks for doing things down here are higher now. I can talk to workers and get my supporters up a little bit. Talk to the Christians, talk to the academics. Or I can set myself up for future missions and gain access to the campus. Is that... do I need paint for this? So I can go buy paint, which is actually paper. The game kind of has an error in the code there for some reason. The game literally just released last week, so I'm cutting them a little bit of slack on that. So I need more money to do most of these missions. Yep, you can get caught, shot, arrested, killed. All of those lovely risks that comes with underground resistance. So I need... what do I need for this? I need a bigger network. And intel. Yeah, I only have 2 intel. I need 3 intel for that mission. And I need paint to be able to do this. So yeah, let's start with just buying some paint. Who would be good for this? Negotiator. I don't have any negotiators. Empathy would be good. Hey, Fuzz. How's it going today? I need literacy and empathy. So I have literate people and I have emphatic people, but not anyone who's both. So that kind of sucks a little. Let's just send you off. It's only a level 2 mission, very low risk. That should be fine. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just trying out a new game tonight. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. So yeah, you're buying... Oh shit, you're buying paper. Can I cancel? Yes, I can cancel. I want you to buy paint, not paper. Despite the fact that that does say buying paint. It is actually incorrect. So yeah, you go off and you buy some paint. Roman's already got 3 layers of suspicion after the last mission, which sucks. And gain access to the campus would probably be valuable. Secrecy and strength would be good. Vera, you're pretty strong and secretive, so I'll send you to do that solo. Donations would be helpful. Okay, Social Democrat would do well. Need a friend, very low risk. So, that friend doesn't like religious people, so you're staying home for that. Okay, go meet that friend by yourself. And you go talk with the academics, Roman. But take the bicycle, try to keep yourself as little danger as possible. Alright, let's see how this goes. So we lost 1 supporter, but they donated 4 marks. Alright, we're starting with the one I was most worried about, Roman. So he's gone to meet with the academics. We picked up 4 supporters and... not caught. Good job. Vera. Ah, damn it. Okay, cool. Honorable woman. Okay. So we meet the janitor at the university. Someone's getting suspicious. We yelled at them and they went away. Vera says, let's do it. Whoever got suspicious calms down. She manages to steal the master key from the janitor. From now on, we can access the campus anytime we want. Great. So we went and met another friend. He joins us. Morale up. No one took suspicion of that. Bruno, which is my character, went to gather more money. Nice. 28 marks. That's not a bad visit. And Fred went to go buy paint. 1 paint. Well, that was not enough paint. Coup in Spain. Alright. Jews banned from becoming interpreters. The Hindenburg returns. You guys, says Roman, did any of you notice that the tabloid Der Strumel is gone, apparently? Not like we're missing out on anything. It's nothing but propaganda and racist garbage. I think that's might be the reason you can't find it. Now you know why it's off the shelves, I say. The Nazis are trying to distort their image for international press corps here for the Olympics. I'm torn, says Roman. I'm glad that trash has been pulled. Yet it might look better for the Nazis. Yes, that's what I fear. To foreigners, it will look as though the stories they have heard about the anti-Semitism in Germany were exaggerated, says Roman Thum. We need to let the world know the truth. Well, I say it's on us to get the truth out. You are probably right, says Roman. Alright, so what kind of missions can we do this week? Okay, supporters. Definitely need more supporters, because that's going to get the money in faster. And sadly, I need more paint. Can spread leaflets on campus, but with all of those SS out there, it's probably not the best thing to do. And Roman's still has 3 suspicion tags. Hey, Hoang, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing tonight? Can talk to workers, get more support. I need 3 SS uniforms for that mission. That's going to be difficult. So yeah, I need 3 paint to be able to write slogans. And I think I only was able to... Yeah, I only got 1. So you're 4 compassionate, 1 literate. So yeah, you got 7 points. You got 5 relevant points. 5 relevant points. 5 relevant points. 5 relevant... Alright, so you're going to be the... Then why do you suck so bad? You're supposed to have empathy and literacy. I got 3, 0, and 1. So yeah, you also only have 5 points. Everyone I have is either compassionate or literate, but not both. Alright, so let's see. You're 4 and 1, and you're 4 and 1, so... If I send you 2 out, that should maximize success. But that's a waste of a lot of people. Just to go buy freaking paint. Okay. Then you can go observe the SA activities or get more supporters. Okay, Vera, she could probably talk to the workers. The workers would be good. Yeah. Let's go talk with the workers. Fred, can you help her out? And I'll go ask for more donations. And I'm really far away, so let's take the bicycle. One supporter left us. 6 donations came in. Just get more than 1 paint this time, please. Okay, we got 3 paint now, but Gerald's been seen. Vera's talking with the workers. Intimidate. They leave. We'll rally support amongst the unions. Nice. Turns out we are still people... Okay, so we got 6, but Fred has been seen. Let's see how much I was able to get in donations. 17, and no suspicion, so great. We lost 3 morale, but Pitt gained 5 supporters. Italy occupies border to Sudan. Low sales of music records industry asks for help. Record sales have been declining for years. Prices are 50% lower than in 1930. The record industry is calling on the state to intervene. Labor riots in Poland. Fred seems very distraught during the meeting. I have to watch what I say around my daughter. I really put us in danger. No, no one's been hurt, at least not yet, he sighs. The Gestapo came knocking on my door. I had no idea what they were doing there or how they found me until it turned out that my daughter has been repeating anti-Nazi slogans at school. Slogans she must have picked up from me. Yes, they suspect me. That's what I came to my house to investigate, says Fred. I played dumb, told them I had no idea where she learned them. It was enough to avoid the worst, but they have their eyes on me now. Anything we say can be used against us, even unwittingly, by the people we love, I say. Okay, thanks, Fred. Now you're... Oh, God, Fred. What? Oh. You're maxed out on the heat. Maybe I should send him into hiding. See if I can knock that down a little bit. Roman 2's kind of getting a little bit crappy already. But yes, we finally got enough paint to write on the walls. So calm would be good. Okay, it sends you just because you don't have any suspicion. You won't increase the danger any more than it already is. So yeah, go out there, paint on the walls, see what we can do with that. Talk to the Christians. Roman, you're probably good for that. Wow. Fred, you can't do shit. Okay, go recruit some Christians. Fred, is there anything you can do without dying? Not really. You can't even go by paper without probably having a 50-50 chance of going to jail. Alright. Try to go collect some money. I guess. I hope you make it back alive. We lost one supporter, got 7 in donations. Okay, we're painting on the walls with Vera. 15 supporters, but Vera was seen. We went to talk to the Christians. Let's intimidate them. Okay, they calm down. But Geralt's been seen. The suspicion is going to be getting really high really fast. Fred, he's the one that's already, like, 1 foot in the grave. But he got 9 marks without being seen, so... The one I was most worried about seemed to have done the best job. Hildegard is wearing her best dress and is in holding a bouquet of flowers when I run into her in front of our building. We have been neighbors for years. As a single unmarried mother, she hasn't had it easy, so I help her from time to time. I was hoping I would see you today, she says, and walks straight towards me. Well, good to see you. Today's a big day, she says. What is happening today besides Hitler's birthday? Hermann is joining the Jung Volk today. He is becoming a member of the German youngsters. Sorry, excuse me. Hey, Fuzz, I didn't know you won. Congratulations on that. And Odd Planet. Never heard of Glowfish. Okay, so on the first birthday, the inaugural ceremony is part of the birthday celebrations. Do you have any idea how proud I am? You must be very proud. I am sure he will make a career there. He is such a hardworking boy. There's something I wanted to ask you. What can I do? Would you join me for the inaugural ceremony? I know it's a lot to ask, but the person who was supposed to join me can't, and I thought it would be nice for her not to show up alone. So I'm gonna have to go to a Hitler's birthday celebration for her son to get into the Nazi youth party. Oh, that just sounds like a blast. Fine. We need to hurry a little bit. The event starts at 4 p.m. in the Tiergarten. That's better. Let's go and hurry. We take the train to Unter den Linden. The magnificent promenade is decorated with flags and banners in Hitler's honor. The Fuhrer gazes down at us from wall drawings and stares directly at us from busts and paintings inside the shop windows we pass. Isn't it wonderful how beautifully they have decorated the city, says Hildegard. Yeah, very, very beautiful, right? I'm happy. Oh, so sorry. Sorry, just grab a little bit more of the energy drink there. I knew we were a good person and loyal to the Reich and the Fuhrer, no matter what people say. What is it that people are saying about me? Oh, you know, because of your past and what you were doing before our Fuhrer took over. But as I always say, the past is the past and now is now, she says. Here we are, Hildegard points at the Tiergarten. On a huge plaza inside of the park, a crowd of hundreds of young boys gathered, all wearing the uniform of the Jung Volk. Look, she says, and hastens her steps. There are the Manholts. She moves directly to a family standing a little further away. This is stand back and watch. The Manholts live in our building. They have 2 kids. The boy just started school, and the girl is 2 or 3 years younger. I can't recall the children's names. Klaus, shouts father when we approach. You stop complaining now, or we'll leave immediately. You hear me? Klaus is crying. Yes, let's say hello. Sorry you have to witness this cruel father abusing this poor boy. I've seen worse. He wants to see Hitler, I mean the Fuhrer, even though he isn't here yet. How do you know that, says Klaus. You are not looking for him properly. We will miss him. Oh, what a cute boy, says Hildegard. Of course you want to see the Fuhrer, but your father is right. He isn't here yet, otherwise we would know. Trust me, one can feel the presence of the Fuhrer. Okay, fun people. Yes, I'm sure your father's right. The band begins to play a march. When they are done, the voice of Baldur von Schirach. Hey, Demon Speeder. Well done on the Binks card. When they are done, the voice of Baldur von, the dedicated national youth leader, starts to boom over the microphone. My Fuhrer, my comrades, we are once again gathered together to experience this proud and happy moment, says von Schirach. It's the Fuhrer is speaking. Yeah, you know, let your dad work it out, whatever. Schirach continues, my Fuhrer here stands with your youth, a youth that knows no class or caste, a youth whose true example is you and you alone. A loyal youth that wants to work selflessly. Sorry, I'm getting tired. For this nation, just as you are working selflessly with the great loyalty for this nation. Adolf Hitler, the Fuhrer, leader of the German youth, has the floor. The crowd yells Sieg Heil. Klaus tries to push his way towards his father. Yeah, let's step aside. Let me climb on your shoulders. I want to see him. Please, please, Papa, begs the boy. Mr. Manholt lifts the boy onto his shoulders. Hitler's voice comes through the microphone. My German youth, today you are here to cross a cross-section of all those around us in the whole of Germany. I see him, I can really see him, shouts Klaus. Hitler voice continues, we want to be one Reich, and you shall become this Reich. The crowd excitedly yells, Sieg Heil. People seem hypnotized. We want to be one people, and you shall become the people. We want this people to be obedient, so you shall train to be obedient. Sieg Heil. Yeah, nothing makes sense. I look around me at everyone staring in the direction of the small man in his ridiculous mustache. Hildegard's eyes are glowing, her cheeks red with excitement. It's like each person is experiencing a revelation. Yeah, I think it might be time to leave the creepy ceremony. The inaugural ceremony begins, and the little boys take the Hitler oath. They swear to be loyal to the Fuhrer, to always honor his words, and to die for him if necessary. And it probably will be necessary, yes. How can all these people fall for this obvious charade? Finally, the ceremony is over. Everyone is quiet and emotionally touched by the weight of the day's events. The crowd moves towards the street where the parade in honor of Hitler's birthday would take place. Oh, do I have to follow the crowd? The wide street is a sea of flags, military vehicles, trucks, and tanks drive by. Marching music plays. The crowd on the sidewalks excitedly yells Heil. I saw myself here. Did you see him too, Herr Ubner? Asks Klaus. Yes, I saw him. We met the Fischers, another couple from the neighborhood. Mrs. Fischer mentions her excitement about being so close to the Fuhrer. Such a great man, she says repeatedly. We never regretted not having children, but now I wish I could have given a son to the Fuhrer. Isn't that right, Manfred? Her husband nods. What do you like most about him? What he did for us, for Germany, for all of us, the people. We were lost. We were saved from the darkness, guilt, and shame. He led us into the light. Adolf Hitler is our savior, says Mrs. Fischer. Hildegard nods her head vigorously in agreement. There it is again. I think this has become a religion for these people. More tanks roll by in what seems to be an infinite stream of military hardware. This is a little less resistance building than I kind of would like this part to be. Look at the power of these machines and these weapons, these men. We are back together. The world has to reckon with Germany again. All this without a war. The Fuhrer is a diplomatic genius. Yeah, it's just safer to agree. More tanks roll by what seems to be an infinite stream of military hardware. Talk to the Manholtz. So, what do you say to all this? I asked Mr. Manholt, who has been quiet for the last hour. I point at the parading soldiers and tanks. I don't know, he lowers his voice so that Hildegard and Fischers don't hear him. From my experience, those who build so many weapons usually want to use them at some point. Yeah, probably. More tanks roll by in what seems to be an infinite stream. Okay, go home. The streets are empty when I walk home. Still dazed by the experience of the day, these people, they seem willing to do anything for their leader, willing to sacrifice their lives and their children even. And I wonder, is it right to fight against the beliefs of all these people? Yes. Do we stand a chance that the majority of Germans willingly accept Hitler as their leader? How can we help these children before they're fully indoctrinated? Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. We must help the children before they are all completely fall for their great Fuhrer. A small paper swastika flag lies on the ground. I pick it up. Oh, I'd love to rip it apart or throw it in the trash, but I don't know who's watching, so I'm just gonna put it back. I continue my way home. Okay, that was fun. Fuhreur's birthday, NS amnesty for NS offenders. League of Nations sends appeal to Italy. Okay. Vera has something to share with during the meeting. I don't know if I told you guys, but my uncle knows a man who works under Goebbels, the propaganda minister. They had dinner together recently, and I heard about it. Do you have any insider information? Not on Goombas directly, but on the workings of the Ministry of Public Enlightenment and Propaganda. Here's the deal. The orders from the top are to tone down the anti-Semitic rhetoric, take down posters that decry Jews and blacks and gypsies, and basically clean up the Nazi image. With the Olympics taking place in Berlin soon, all eyes are on the city. Now the Nazis are going to pretend the past couple of years never happened, I say, so I guess it's our job to make sure they don't succeed. Okay, so we got intel up, so we do have enough intel now, I think, to do... Which was the intel mission? No, I need 5. No, that's print. Okay. Yeah, fake passports. That's the one. But I need more supporters. Got secret missions. Don't join any actions can lower their suspicions. Not really, but they do have a hiding option, which I'm actually very much thinking about doing, because if you look down here, my people are not in good shape. So if I send them into hiding for a week, I think it knocks off one layer of suspicion. Or I could do the red herring mission, but it might be too late to do the red herring mission, because having the extra suspicion makes them a lot more dangerous to send out. But strength and literacy. So you're strong and you're literate. You're strong and you're literate. And you're strong and you're not being suspected. So even with the bicycle, the danger is pretty damn high. So yeah, I think... sending you to... and Gerald into hiding for a week to get your suspicion a little bit lower might make it easier for me to do the red herring mission next week. But if we go, this is basically trying to blame everything that we are doing on spies, so that they suspect me less and they're looking for random fake spies out there. So I could raise some money, which would probably be a good idea because I'm going to need 60 marks to do the red herring mission. Alright, you are not popular there, but I am, so we'll go try to get money from them. And they like you over here, so you can go get money from those guys. I meet with Joachim at the cafe where we used to go to when times were better before Hitler took over, before Joachim was arrested by the Gestapo in 1933. I look at the people sitting outside the cafe, but Joachim is not among them. The weather is really pleasant, so everybody's sitting outside in the sun, but I take a look inside. At first glance, there's no Joachim, only an old man sitting alone in the corner. Bruno! Yes, I asked, and then I see him. The man I look for, and the man I took for an old man is Joachim. He looks very different now than the last time I saw him. His full head of hair is gone. His face is sunken. He has dark circles around his eyes. You look terrible. Good to see you, old friend. You look like crap. You have no idea how it was, says Joachim. I still can't believe I am out. When I wake up in the morning, I expect the guards to be standing over me. It's good to be back. No, at least not now. I would like to forget it for now. We talked for a while about old times, better days, before everything went dark. We managed to avoid talking about politics and the fact that Joachim had to spend the last 3 years in a concentration camp. After what you saw, would you be up for fighting the regime again? It takes a while before he answers. It seems like he has to think hard about it. He shakes his head. No, I don't think so. I cannot guarantee that I wouldn't give everything away if they catch me. I can't stand the idea of going back to that camp. The Joachim I knew would have never been intimidated by them. The Joachim I knew would have never given in. It's horrible what this regime does to people. We have to stop it. Alright, let's see. How did we do? We lost 2 supporters. We gained 14 marks. Bruno, which is me, goes to get money. 21. And no suspicion. Nice. It's just free money. So, the people who are really suspicious, they get some more morale, and hopefully their suspicion goes down. And Roman goes to get money from... God damn it, Roman. Try to intimidate him. Okay, they calm down. Grants us generous donation. Roman Thum has been seen. -2, but +6 morale. Hydric names public enemies. Not only communists and Jews and Freemasons, but also church officials who express themselves politically. Every bridal couple receives free copy of Mein Kampf. Oh, how generous. May 1st. Celebrate under the motto, Rejoice in Life. Vera, I can't believe my luck. I think I have an amazing opportunity to further our cause. I was at a cafe today and approached by a journalist from New York. Luckily, I can speak a little English. He's here to cover the Olympics, of course, but he told me he wants the real story on Germany. He wants to meet and talk about it. Well, I've got one of those too. We could tell him everything the Nazis wants to hide. Fred holds up his hands. Yes, getting the truth out is one of our goals, but this could be dangerous. It's exactly the kind of thing the Gestapo is watching out for. Oh, please, let's do this, says Vera. Yeah, I think we gotta go talk with the journalists. But Fred is right. This is dangerous. We must be careful and secretive in our approach. Bring intel to the foreign journalists. So Vera is kind of needed on this mission. She's a calm one. Yeah, before we do that, we really have to do the red herring mission. Oh, damn. I mean, your 3 are the least suspected. Low chance of success and still risky. But yeah, Roman and Fred are... So we need propaganda and secretive. Just go and try to get some money. Yeah, talk to the Christians, I guess. Let's just hope that red herring mission works. Alright, we're going there first. Yes! Successful. Should give us some breathing space. Fred meets with Christians. Great. Hide. Oh! And you were not seen, so you hide well. Picked up 3 supporters. Not that great, but we were interrupted. Roman's asking for money. 14, but he's been seen. So yeah, +1 supporters, +5 morale. I decide what's published and what isn't. Yes, you do. Italian troops occupy Addis Ababa. Thank you, Ethiopia. Airships Hindenburg goes to New York. Ooh, well, we know how that one ends, don't we? I feel betrayed by my own mother, says Gerald during the meeting. There was a group of us outside watching a motion picture show about the Nuremberg rally. In their excitement, the whole group did the Nazi salute, and my mother joined in. Wasn't your mother against Hitler from the beginning? That must have been a tense moment. Did you confront your mother about it? Yes, she was. Back when Hitler was appointed, my mother hated him. She was absolutely against the Nazis. Now you see her doing the Sieg Heil, and I had to say something once we were alone again. I asked her, how could you have done that? Now that things are better in Germany, she says that maybe she was wrong before, and that the worst parts of the Nazi regime have cooled down, and Berlin is enjoying the world's attention. Is it wrong to feel some pride? This is the challenge we're facing now. Alright, let's see what my suspicion levels. Much better. Much better. Roman was seen, so he ticked up again. But yeah, that's looking a lot less scary. So, spreading some leaflets on campus would probably be good. We need propagandist and secret. Okay, you're a good propagandist and you're good at hiding. Well, you're calm, actually, Vera. Let's send you instead. And take the bicycle, keep that risk low, because this is probably going to be the most dangerous mission that we're doing today. So, secretive and strong to gain access to the quarry, but calm would be helpful. Okay, you're secretive. And you both are reasonably strong. So yeah, see if we can gain access to the quarry. And that leaves Roman, the religious guy. Go see if you can get me some more money. Alright, going to the quarry first. Shit, the police. Hide from the police. Okay, police are leaving. Fred got arrested. Leaving the campus. Looks like it was successful and no one saw us. 21 new supporters. And try to get money in Spandau. 13 and no one saw him. Fred has been arrested. The morale of the group decreases to 62, which is still pretty high. And it's only -7 morale. New prime minister elected in Spain. Vera begins the meeting by asking for advice. My son is only 12 and a member of the Hitler Youth. Of course, I don't want him in that terrible group. It's awful. I think he really likes it. He's making friends there, and they're working very hard together on a song and a march for the Olympics. What do I do? Keep him out or let him stay? Probably best to let him stay. He's still your son. You can raise him right in spite of this. Don't give the Gestapo a reason to knock on your door. So I can either try to break him out from jail. I mean, is there a way to, like, fire him and replace him? Can make an SA or Gestapo officer go away. But he can't get my guy out of prison. Okay, so where is his jail cell? Free Fred. Maybe I'll wait, because his suspicion would be off the mark, I'm assuming, if I break him out of prison. Might be better... stealing explosives. If I get explosives, what can I do with them? Well, I mean, obviously answer is, you know, blow shit up. But what shit can I blow up? But does it look like I have any missions right now that require explosives? So for the moment, I might be able to let that one slide. Okay, secretive and compassion. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to need 2 people for this one. So you're very secretive and you're very compassionate. So you guys go off to do that. Okay, Robert. Go meet that official because he apparently likes Catholics. Still need special contacts before I can make passports. Like workers, idealists, and inspiring. So enough one I've got would fit that bill. Moderate liberal, don't have any of them available. Go dancing. Oh, that's nice. We can all go dancing together. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. I thought this is like a morale mission, so if you do this, the morale goes up. But everyone has to go, and you have to pay for it. But it said that everyone would go. And I thought... wait, that is Fred. Oh! So let's see. Yeah, you'll go. Vera goes. Okay, no, it's not Fred. They just look very, very similar. I was gonna say, are the police gonna let him out of jail to go dancing with us? Need a businessman. I think they like Bruno for that. Moderate liberal. No, I'm a social democrat, but still, it's high enough. So let's go meet the businessman. And let's hope they let Fred out of jail. We'll see. The police have let Fred out. They couldn't find enough evidence. So I'm glad I didn't send my entire team in to break him out of jail. That would have been bad. And we're up to 21 for that. Oh, Binks time is over. All right. Well, thank you, Binksers, for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Yeah, this game's brand new. I enjoy it. I like history, though. Check it out on Steam if you're interested. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks again. So Roman meets with the government employee. Roman thinks he's been seen, but we do pick up a supporter. And then we go meet the businessman. 4 supporters. So, yeah, he introduced us to some associates. This is the big one. We're following the SA officer. He makes the police records about a 1 member disappear. But Vera has been seen, but we do pick up a action card. New German bomber presented, the Junkers Ju-86. Is that the dive bomber, I think? All men to militia, official warnings to all motorists. Vera holds her head in her hands. Yes, it is. It's terrible. They are rehearsing songs for the Olympics, and he won't stop singing them at home. Singing praise to Hitler. It's like they stole him from me. Try to win him back. Nothing is set in stone. You have time to teach him, I say. Alright, I think I'll do one more turn. Then I think I'm going to head to bed now that the raid is over. Buy intel about a factory. Get access to a factory, which would let me steal paint? Critical intel. Okay. Not paint. So how do I keep meeting reporters, but how do I actually get a chance to talk to these damn reporters I'm meeting? Meet the maid of a bigwig. Freedom Bell. What do I need for Freedom Bell? A bomb. Okay, that's probably what I need explosives for. This might be the best time of any to steal some explosives. Bring intel to the foreign journalist. Okay, that's one of them I wanted to do. Secretive and in... Okay, Fred. That would get me intel to the journalist. Or I could get explosives. I'm gonna need those people for both of those missions. Or I could steal an SA uniform, which would help with me being able to do other missions well. But that's not... Maybe they're not the best time to... I could get that officer out. No, it didn't take out the one I wanted. Alright, let's get more supporters in. It's plus 12. As much as I'd like to get that uniform, I think it's too dangerous with that officer in this area. So yeah, let's go and try to steal the explosives. Okay. So you're 4 and 3 and you're 4 and 2. So you're worth 7 points. I'm only worth 5, but I'm not going to make it any more dangerous because I don't have any suspicion. Yeah. You three gonna go do that. Good bloody luck. And you guys break into a factory. These are 2 dangerous missions. Let's see how it goes. Lost 4, got 25 in donations. First factory break-in. And they were both seen, but no one got arrested. And it was successful. This is the bad one. Damn it! Okay, we scared him off. We've successfully made it to the quarry, return with explosives. Bruno has been seen. Alright, we lost 8 morale, picked up 8 supporters, but we now have a bomb. Not enough cars, 1.6 Germans wish to buy a car, only 800,000 are available. Hitler Youthful, because its member goal has already been reached. Act and unite. Bear is laughing. What a great time. We should all go together. Dancing. No, she wants morale boost. All is fantastic music that makes you want to jump up and celebrate life. That music is what the Nazis called Negro music. Okay. A lot of what you're talking about was forbidden not even a year ago. Yeah? Is it fantastic music, I say, and you're right, we should go. It's crazy that some of this outlawed not long ago, but the visitors love it, so the regime has allowed it. Yeah, I'm sure they are watching who is going, and anyone who's not a tourist is going to probably regret going, but okay, whatever makes you happy. Let's get your strength up, get you 4 and 4. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to leave the night. And I think next time I play, we're going to try to get that SA uniform. So yeah, there's a lot of people hanging out now that I got the explosives from that factory. Convince boys not to join Hitler Youth. Very low risk. So yeah, maybe I'll go steal the SA uniform. Try to keep kids from joining the Nazi youth. And maybe meet a friend. But yeah, I will be playing this again possibly tomorrow or later this week. I'm not entirely sure. Feel free to drop a follow if you're interested. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Little creepy and awkward at times, but I guess with a game like this, that's kind of the point. But hey, I'm going to take a look to see who I know who's online and figure out someone to raid. So feel free to hang out for a couple of seconds and have a great rest of your night. But thanks again and goodbye.